Yo! Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned! Let's go! Oh. Good morning! Hope you guys are doing good. Have a good day. And everything is going well. Hello, man, Mr. Inchman Return Zero. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I have received some feedback from you guys on the game. It's been slow and steady feedback from you guys, which is awesome. Every day there's something that the game could be made better with. And for the most part, what I'm very happy about is almost no one complains about the gameplay too much. It's a lot of UI stuff.
66 for 5,000 bits.
First map starting tutorial tells me to place a hero. Possible to buy items, yeah. Hand in the tutorial tells me to buy a weapon. To buy a weapon is being drawn behind weapon in the shop. No. Oh, whoops. Hello there, my man. Capushman, Mr. Arcane TD. Hello, Iffy. Hello, Ligi, Luki. Haskas. Good morning. Farmer, my man. How you doing? Hey, Farmer, how's your game going, bro? Did you put your game on... you put your game on Steam, right? How's it going there? Like, wishlist-wise. It's a TD game, right? Are you struggling the same as I am, or are you doing good? How's it going there? So what you're saying is... the hand is behind the sword. It is behind the sword. Okay, you're right. I can fix that. Yeah, like most of the stuff that I get is UI related, which, believe it or not, makes me really happy because while the UI will never be perfect, let's face it. Even if I try like every day, there will always be something that someone will not like or says, oh, it should be different. And but for the gameplay part, for the most part, everyone's happy. And so that makes me really happy. So thank you guys. Thank you, chat. Thank you everyone that helps me with feedback. And it's awesome because to me that's a big signal that what I am on here is actually the right path, the right game. Wishlist not great, sitting at around 150 dead. For how long is that? 1 to 2 months? I'm publishing the demo on Steam in a day or two. Yeah, maybe that'll do better then.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Cakez. Hello, Enex. Thanks for your feedback on Discord. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, we're gonna work on a little bit of feedback from you guys first. And I'll try to implement the things that I can do really fast, so that the counter in terms of feedback is a little bit lower. Let me see. Story scripting. Story. Was it tutorial? Tutorial scripting. I see. And then story scripting. Okay. Yeah, the Steam patch has been up for about 3 months. Oof. Let's see. To calculator. 30 times 3. I guess. Wait. 30 times 3. And then 150 divided by 90. So about 2 wishlists a day. I mean, it's not that... Excuse me. It's not that bad. But it's also not great, right? Because 3 months, 90, 360... Wait, 2 times 360... it's definitely better than mine. It's 365, right? So about 700 wishlists a year. Yeah, you gotta do something, right? Because that is... It's not much when you want to get to, let's say, 7,000, right? That's crazy.
Fuck Cakez. Fuck pirate software base.
Yo, my man, Mr. Cupertino, good morning. And good my man, good morning on YouTube. How many wishlists, Cakes? 1,200 something. For my game.
Countdown to next bad day. 30 seconds.
Here we go. Let's see. Buying an item in the shop here. Do dialogue. Do moving hand. Okay, we can just increase that by like 1. Is that enough? Or do we need to increase that even more? Maybe by 2? Okay, so that will work already. Good stuff. Fix that thing already so we don't have to... item buying tutorial. It's possible to reroll the shop so the weapon suggested. I can't do this right now as well. Essentially, if I don't have the... Where is it? Buy event shop item, then reroll shop. When do I reroll the shop? Reroll shop here. If we do the button. So we need to have the scripting event. But to be honest, it requires a little bit more. Reroll cost. Maybe the button shouldn't even show up, but we could do that. Let's just say if we have this scripting event and we are in the same story map, so like level state story map ID is the same as story map campsite road, and we have the scripting event. Wait, either we are not in campsite road or we have the scripting event. One of the two. That's when we reroll the shop. Let's test that. That should work. So now we can't reroll when... Okay, I mean, that's fine, right? And then we do this, boom, and then it'll allow us to reroll the shop afterwards. I drove through Germany recently and stopped at Frankfurt to eat, and what the fuck, there's literally 100 people looking like zombies on the streets. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I saw that too. Also, Cakez, did you copy the image asset to the demo page that gets created? The demo page doesn't have any image assets on Steam for me. It should. I wonder what these people are about, man. Satana. I've seen that. Like this, there was like this one crazy woman that would toss something after, like a bottle, I think, after like some YouTuber that went past these guys. It's gotta be some sort of drug that is in Germany at the moment that makes the rounds. It has to. Like these guys look crazy. Maybe they're real zombies. I don't know, man. I don't follow this stuff too much. They take crack and fentanyl. You think it's fentanyl? So I can't talk. So you're saying that since the United States is no longer, it's like opium war in China, some country is attacking Europe. I see. I never let the welcome message play. No, it's too long, man. I wanna talk to people, bruh. If you don't listen to tutorials and keep playing when the skill tree tutorial pops up after the player unlocks... After unlocking player abilities, the hand cursor from the heal ability tutorial pops up, but the text from the skill tree tutorial remains. Yeah, I mean, that is true. I'm not gonna fix that, because if you are retarded enough, let's say, I don't want to use the word, I don't have a better word though, to play through a 10%, like I think it's more than 10% debuff on your game speed, then no, it's not even a skill issue. Like you're doing it on purpose at this point to break the game, then break the game. It's fine. If you really want to do it, then okay, break it. I don't mind. Fine, do it. It's mostly it's this here. Maybe it doesn't even show up now. No, it's not. It doesn't show up because Yeah, it doesn't show up because I would have to reset the... No, I don't call you retarded. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean you. And you would never do that either. Someone would do that if they have no... Like, if you intentionally want to break the game, then you can. Yes. But you can do that with any game, so it's fine. It's fine. So that'll stay. Targeting the second player ability leaves the selection outline on the enemies. Yeah, that's something that I've written down already. Thank you. And the next enemies come from multiple paths. Start points, they have different text. One of them is outlined. Really? I don't really know what you mean by that, but let's test. I bet it was meant because he saw me entering the chat. Yeah, true. Cakez, they have no stars on it, so we don't have to repeat. Then have no stars on it, so we don't have to repeat. Oh, no. Yeah, I know what you mean. I like having stars on the level and then you can make a mistake. Wait, you mean because I outlined this, it could be indicating that it only starts this one? Paste the feedback somewhere that it can be formatted with at least a word wrap. Where? Maybe I tried to just make the message again here. I can't. Let me see. Control A. No, wait, that uses everything. By the way, the game works good on... Cool. Yeah, I saw that. Holy. Copy. Seems like you have an option to choose, Cakez. Yeah, I know. It could be interpreted that way, but you will quickly... See, like, I don't really see that as a big problem. You know why, Abeth? Because the player quickly realizes that it's not an option. And it's just a hovering thing that to indicate that you can actually click these. So I could implement it differently, but it's not gonna distract from the gameplay too much. Where do I put that? Kingdom Rush does it that way, yeah. I don't really want to paste it in here. I guess I'll make a new one. Okay, it has word wrap, but it's holy moly. So we have looked at this. Thank you. We have looked at this. Yeah, we've looked at this. If you don't want to listen to tutorials, keep playing. Yeah, that's crazy. Targeting the second player ability. Yeah, I know about that. So the next wave, yeah, we saw that. The shop during the last map, I rerolled twice in hopes of getting better items. Yeah, I know about the items not being that great, but the knockback and the 20 damage for 120 oranges is actually OP. Should have used it. It's really strong. The reason why it's strong is because you don't take damage. So you might need to use that a bit more to understand why it's OP, but it's really good. The price is fine. At least for now. The falling leaves, yeah, I know about that. I could increase the time on the leaves. Like, they don't really reach to the left because the map's gotten so big, right? So they only ever really reach like here, something like this. You see that? And I don't actually know what would be the best thing to do, to be honest. But let's see. Is it weather effect or something? It is called weather effect. And yeah, they all have weather effects. Do weather effect. So for leaves, all I need to do really is increase the time here from 50 to like 70. And then that should be fine. Just spawn them above the screen, the whole wave. Above the screen? No, it's like this, bro. It's like this. Like, this is the screen. and I spawn the leaves in a box here. And then they diagonally fly in this direction. See that? That's the way that works. So I would need to make somewhat of a bigger box, and then so that the last arrow, I guess, the last direction still covers this top left part. Then I'm confused. What is it going? Is it a mission critical bug? No, not really. It's not. Like, all of these things, or like 90% of these things, are not really that critical when it comes to gameplay, which is also awesome. Yeah, no one really cares about this, but yeah, we did that now. And so that's cool, because these things are either they are, okay, you try to intentionally break the game, could do that, or okay, so they are not that big of a deal. They are not gameplay breaking issues that distract from the overall fun and experience of the game. Some stuff is a little bit annoying, I understand, but for the most part, and that's what makes me really happy, is that you guys like the gameplay loop that I created, and that's the more than I could hope for. I was actually really surprised by this. Is the first time I'm gonna say it that way. This is the first time that I made a playtest, and the overall feedback is very positive.
Check.
Shut the fuck up, you little bitch!
Check.
It's not a fucking
Doesn't
Coco
work on
server!
AMD. Check. Unbalanced game. Check.
Boom!
Bugs. Check.
Get out of here!
Yapping all day. Check.
Goodness, it's the first message about the demo game not pulling image assets from the parent game. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, it's the same idea, but yeah, again, hey, if somewhere down the line someone really is bothered by that, I'll fix it. But for the most part, 99% of people will not notice this. But yeah, anyways, thank you very much, Gamedev, by the way, for writing such an extensive list. It's crazy. And no, I don't think you are contrarian, right? Or that you're like trying to find something bad about the game. It kind of came off a little bit like that. It's like, okay, let me try to intentionally break the game and try to find out something that is wrong with the game. It's fine. I appreciate you taking the time to write all of that, man. It's awesome. Some stuff here, the calculation is a little bit different. Yeah, it's like a QA tester, essentially, right? This is because the short bow, let's say 10% range, the short bow by itself has a lower base range, and therefore, or not, I don't know. Wait, was there an option to click an enemy display something in raid? The radius is not very, yeah, this is actually something that could be part of. Very important, actually, to the list. Is the worst player peak? Yeah, but it's also the summer, man. If you haven't noticed, there's not that much traction going on during the summer. So I'm not worried about it at all. Totally not. That's Giga Corp. No, it's normal. It's the third. You actually already found the solution. I don't have time to argue with this guy. Let's see. Oh, as also Anthordois. Barman. I've only recently found this channel. Does anyone know what this game does differently enough to stand out among other TDs? From looking at it, it feels sort of familiar in a way. It's supposed to feel familiar, but what's different about my game? I'll show you, bro. Here. I can show you without even telling you. Let me reset. Reset? Have you tried the demo? Yeah, if you have tried the demo, you would know. But I guess I'll show you. Maybe you can already tell what's going on. Right? This is one part, at least. This is one part. And then there's more technical or more detailed stuff here. But again, you should play the demo, bro. Excuse me. You should play the demo. To get an idea. I will also... not sure if I'll be able to do it today or tomorrow. But I will be working on Emscripten, guys. We will try to make the game run in the browser. A C++ game. Make it... here, you're actually in chat. Mr. Farmer. How difficult would it be for my game to use Emscripten to make it run in the browser? What do you think?
Good
For an
day.
itch demo? Yeah, I want an itch demo.
And a good day,
I will
Chapo.
make a new itch
Anyways,
page.
keep your
A completely
truths to
fresh
yourself
one.
And do not help
Just to
them.
gauge interest in the game. Because I have really good assets for the game now. And I'm making a new page. Shut up! Very possible if so. It is trivial. Okay, yeah, it's not trivial, guys. It is not trivial. So I'm wondering how much I would need to do. My game is not designed around Emscripten, but I have like an interface that acts as a middle ground, as like a forefront that then is handling all of the data, and then the renderer itself is operating on the data. So it is hopefully easy enough to just write an Emscripten backend. It was pretty straightforward for me using Raylab. I see. I'm not using Raylab. The save game is a bit of a problem. Oh, I see. Because it's on the browser. You need to save the game somehow. Input will be fun. Yeah, he has issues with input too. Yeah, okay. Good to know. Good. Let's continue here. Where is it? Selecting enemies show stats, and then we have the radius. Update radius. Not very often. Not very often. Stutter. Update radius. Stutter. Then I know what it is. Cool, thank you. Fixed. Not fixed, but gone. First time I used the second ability, there was delay. The delay is intentional. It's actually an upgrade. Artillery. Oranges hit the ground much faster and adds an additional orange. So, yeah. It's intentional. It's difficult to do. It's a that's the point. When I left click and placed Tangy, his stat box opens up 2 times. I have never seen that, bro. Are you sure that this happens? When it's on the left? When? How? This is supposed to open up 2 times? Really? How? 100% sure? It's never happened to me, bro. See that? Yeah, that's the concern I had when I looked over the last YouTube video about when the game doesn't sell. When I need to I need to try the demo. It's highly inspired. Okay, you're not, bro. Anthodois, please do not listen to Collector of stuff. His entire life in this channel is to talk shit about my game, bro. It's his entire idea. Just do not listen to him, okay? To nothing he says. Ask me. What? Yes. What did you say again? It's highly inspired light, inspired borderline stolen mechanics. Too close to other games, I would agree.
No. Self-sufficiency sure just subscribe.
Tell me a game that does exactly the stuff that I do in combination. There's not a single game on the entire world that does the same thing I do. I have built a unique game that resembles other games, but my game's unique. There's not a single tower defense game on the planet that has the same stuff that I do. Why is this so big though? It's level 100, okay. Okay. My man, self-sufficiency, thank you very much for the support. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. You copied Path of Exile? I copied a skill tree. But I did not copy exactly Path. I copied Path of Exile's stat system. And if you say that about me, you have to say that about TCAP too. Because it's his idea. 100% PoE clone, bro. Yeah. Anyways, so this is just contrarian to chat. Yeah. They don't want to give credit, okay? To the... Like, it was me who merged these systems together, okay? Not these other games. I can't reproduce this, bro. Left side of the screen. I could slow that in game. Maybe it would be more noticeable. The double opening window. If you could slow down. No. It doesn't look like it's opening twice, bro. Maybe you played like the version of the game that was the debug version of the game where you could slow down time. It happened? You're lying! I can't see it! It's not happening! It doesn't open twice! I see it? Isn't your game made in OpenGL? If I'm in game and open MSI Afterburner, it tells me, yeah, it was OpenGL. Then I had a bunch of issues with people not being able to play my game on their machines. And then I switched to DirectX over 1 week and it fixed all of my issues. And now I sleep tightly every night and I'm happy. This is correct. I think. Let me double check. I'll check. So each... Yeah, so... Here's the kicker, Mr. Abbott. I'll make you a video. Okay, here's the kicker, Abbott. And that's really bad. And that's actually on the list of things that I want to change. But... I'll explain. The range being so weird has nothing to do with the short bow having minus 10% range, but it has all to do with the size of the sprite. So a bow that is this large, and I think the size of this bow is 20... Is it 28 pixels? I think it was 28. Let me check. Assets. Longbow. No, wait. It is bow. Just a normal bow. Never mind. Where's the bow? Sprite item bow. 20. Oh, I see. 27. That needs to change anyways. That's bad. It cannot be 21 and 27. It needs to be divisible by 2. But that's beside the point. 27 height translates to a range base of 27 pixels. In addition to the base range of the archer. I know it doesn't make sense, but that's how it is. And the short bow has a height, oh my god, of 32. So it has a higher base range. Than the normal bow here. The long bow. This bow here. And therefore the base range is higher. And then when I go minus 10%, it results in a higher range. And so when you look at the calculation here, this is the 10 pixels. The difference. And so the solution to this, which is something I already wrote down, I'm just gonna give every bow a base range, or I'm just gonna completely remove the base range from the bow itself and then give it stats like plus 10% range or minus 10% range. Imagine getting to an interview and then they ask you how you made your game and you tell them I started with Vulkan, skill issue, then OpenGL, skill issue, and now DirectX. Now, listen, okay, to defend myself, for OpenGL, the skill issue part was not because I wouldn't have been able to fix errors that happened. The problem was I wasn't getting any errors. It was just, the game doesn't work, bro. And there's no errors. Don't try to explain something that doesn't make sense, Cakez. Yep, no, now you understand the difference. It's crazy how detailed you went. I appreciate that though. Yeah, so that's definitely an issue. So the solution is to just give each weapon their own range, base range, and then it'll show how much range it has. It's range based on the size of the sprite, yeah. Which I thought makes sense, but then sometimes I decided to use 32 pixels for sprite instead of the actual size, and then it all went downhill from there. This was bad. It was a bad decision. And then yeah, for example, this longbow here as well. Anyways, so yeah, let's fix. Gonna mission complete screen tooltips on the buttons. I'll think about it, but CUI for now. I see what you mean. Tooltip on hovering, right? I guess we could implement that right now. Let's lose the game. Wait, let's give this guy big stuff so he can... There we go. Kill him. Oh, he can't attack. Oh, wait. I found a bug. Actually found a bug. Poison Cloud can hit underground enemies. There we go. Don't you have to start from scratch again if you go DirectX 11? No. The game itself is not affected by the renderer at all. If I swap out the renderer, the game just looks different. But still functions. So the gameplay loop is completely disconnected. And I'm really tired of these messages. Collector, see you in 10 minutes. And because yeah, distracting, I was gonna answer the question. When are you adding a signed boss? A singed boss? You mean from League of Legends? The fire also works, Cakez, I think, underground. Yeah, I think it's a problem where I need to change the... condition on like grabbing the enemies, because it's grabbing me all of the enemies in the area, and then I call this function in 50 different places in the game, right? I call get me all enemies in the area, and then in these 50 places that I call them from, I then put the condition: is the enemy buried? Yes. Don't use that enemy. And so I need to find a way to put the condition into the question of given the 50 enemies in the area, but ignore buried enemies, so that I can then not have to have the code 50 times in the game, because I could forget it here, and then that ability all of a sudden hits buried enemies while it shouldn't. That's currently the, like, you know, why the code sucks. Okay, fine. No, I'm not gonna add tooltips here. Fine, I'll add. No, yeah, you're fine. Just discussing it takes longer than actually doing it. Let's do it. One level screen level ID. Where is it? Here. Home. Const int home button ID is, oops, line ID 1. And then const int restart button ID is line ID 1. Let me do home ID button, home ID here. Home button ID. By the way, guys, for those of you who watch Quinn69, how's this game coming along? I saw the clip, Mr. Shade11. That was an ear rape, bro. That was crazy. When will you add collector boss that steals Tangy's items and puts them in a bag? While he yells the motivating dialogues? That would be funny as hell. Crazy. I think YouTube chat is not updating today. It's not. I apologize, you guys. I missed a lot of YouTube messages. Sorry, you guys. What they copied? They are just trolling, man. Yeah, I know, Zutu. They are trolling me, I know. Gabe Newell on YouTube. Oh, my man. Why are you plagiarizing Path of Reptiles? Yeah. Trying to fix the AI in my game before I record footage for a showcase reel. Dealing with behavior trees sucks sometimes. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Behavior trees? I've never done that before. That sounds complicated, man. Do you have like an entire tree system that you interface with? If it wasn't skill issue, why are the developers of Nons not having any issues? They're using a very old DirectX version that is supported by like 99% of systems. I'm not. Even though I did use compatibility stuff. Marketing dude also wrote a big blog post about gnomes. One of the devs were a Discord mod. Oh, the marketing dude. Yeah, we could read that. I love that. Like, we played the game. I think it's great. Now, the thing that I have to be honest about, though, is that maybe you guys can agree with. We're talking about this game here. Gnomes. Which currently sits at 1,069 or 70 even reviews. So doing very well. And is the player base now finally... Oh, it actually... I wonder what happened here, guys. What was this? Did some big YouTuber play this game? This is gotta be, or streamer. One of the two. Awesome. So yeah, that's the game we're talking about. And they have used their own engine to make the game. And it's a tower defense game. It's a tower defense game where you place gnomes, you place buildings, so you can place more gnomes. You can see on the top right here. Let me make that a bit bigger. Top right shows your current village population level, then how much gold you have each round. And then you can maze yourself in so that the enemies have to follow a different pattern to get to your house in the middle. So you can see here that he's mazing it in this way, so the enemies have to follow this path. And yeah, written in a custom engine. And it's a really good game. I like it a lot. It's very polished as well. Took huge inspiration from their level of polish. And this game, I played it, but I thought that after beating level 1, I have seen everything there is to the game, because it would not get much different. I know that there's other tiles that buff or debuff enemies or you units, but for the most part, the entire gameplay loop was already understood that me beating the first level. Then you have these power-ups. It's more like roguelike that we said. Here's one of the bigger maps. So I had no incentive to try level 2. What do you guys think? Is that just me? Or do you have the same? So yeah. Cakez video in Discord showing the window. Okay, yeah. Let's keep going here a little bit. But for the most part, mouse cursor doesn't represent what I do with the mouse. Yeah, I know. I don't know how to fix that yet. I'll have to put that on the back burner. I know about it. It will most likely either never change, or we will have to see, right? Would be nice in town on power-up screen to have tooltips on the abilities. Yeah, we'll see, right? Let's look at the tooltips of other things. I think it's just called do tooltip.
Collector's alt account just joined.
Glad to be back to my favorite Vulcan and Godot stream. Please keep your functions shorter than 5 lines.
And then we give it a name and a description.
He's fucking softwares!
Yeah, we don't have a name. So what if I use nothing?
Am I
and then
so
the
out of
description
touch?
would be
Yeah, she's just subscribed.
Yo, my man. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much for subscribing, Yaxus. Welcome, bro. Good guy, Abev. Who wrote the feedback list? This is from Abev. It's not showing up, the feedback. We are in the game over screen. Am I in the win game screen? That's why it's not showing up. Yeah, I am. Oh, Mr. Adam C. Yunus. Hello. Good morning. Thank you very much for the raid. What happened to you? Were you online this late today? How's your game coming along? You have any planned release date or something? I saw you're finally on Steam. I think you are now, right? It took you, like, could you, like, I didn't have time to watch it, but I'm so curious, man. Late stream, no release date yet. Why did you take so long for your game? I saw you talk to, I think, Thomas Brush about it. I did not have time to watch it yet, but can you, like, summarize what happens or why you spend so much time on the game, on your first game, like release game? Big game? Because I find that, like, it's impressive. Let's say that. To, like, I'm now at almost 4 years, and I'm starting to, like, okay, bro, I gotta ship this game. I've learned a lot, and I keep learning, but at some point, at least for me, I was like, okay, gotta get it out here, right? And so, would be cool to see, like, what's your why, how? Right. Hello, I've been lurking for a while now. Nice content. I'm actually working on my own TD roguelike deck building game. Yesterday, I finally released a demo on it. Oh, that's awesome, bro. Like, I say this all the time, but you could also, if you want to, you could link it to me on, what's it called? On Discord. Maybe I get time to play it. No, I think he's working on his game for much longer than 6 years, guys.
Am I so out of touch?
No, get to be a bit longer than that, man.
Fucking 34-month smile. Hope you're doing
Cakez,
well.
how long have you been working on yours? 3 years and, well, almost 4 years now too. Actually, I think today's 4 years. Guys, how do I see that again? Git log? Wait, let me test. I want to save that. I want to go back to this part. The gameplay loop is really big. It should really be made by 10 people. We have a team now. Oh, cool. Hey, congrats. Yeah, I saw you. I have to say, man, when you appeared on Primogen's stream to make their art, you kind of saved their game with the looks of it. Looked really good. And I got highly inspired by your map. I kind of took a lot of inspiration from that. It looked like a, what do you call that? A papyrus type map overview of the world, right? And it made me like think about, well, maybe I should do the same because it looked really good. Yeah, no, he saved the game, guys. Yeah, of course inspiration. You gotta take stuff, you know? Oi. How long have you been working on yours? Yeah, let me see. Git log. And Shrupta, my man, hope you're doing good, bro. Long time no see. How's your job coming along, man? I hate that so much. Bro, it's like this window always goes further below than what you can read. Git log. August 11. Wait, how do I go to the very bottom? Oh, here it is. August 12th. Yeah, so 4 years, guys. That's the first. This is me uploading my very first build, initial commit. It's 4 years, guys, today. 2021. Gotta run. See you later. Yeah, thank you very much for the raid. Have a good day, man. And Shush, thank you very much for following, bro. But yeah, we're gonna go into, guys. I will try my damnedest to get into early access this year. I want to sell the game, and I don't have as big as a game as Mr. Adam has here. I just have a couple of maps with bosses and enemies attacking and tower defending. So it's not gonna be as big a game as he is. So I think it's possible. 4 years in plus 2. No. It's literally this. The build that I uploaded there was like Pong or something, a Pong game. It's like a completely different game. Getting better again. How's the game going? Good, good. I've just released another demo and we're currently going through a list of things. I need to win the game. Or I need to lose the game. I guess we'll lose. Guys, I have to be honest. That looked amazing yesterday. This year. Let's get some... Oh, he can't attack them, of course. Have Nan Codes play the game on stream again. I'm gonna ask her to play again if she wants to. But not for now, because I've gotten most feedback. I'm also gonna ask Nynx if she can give me when I'm done. Okay, so the tooltip does not show up on Game Over, because we haven't done that on Game Over yet. But I'm just gonna copy the buttons. So we're gonna do tooltip. Think what we can do is lost level. It's got to be the same. Oh, it's different buttons. I see. So let's get those two IDs out. Put them here. Then we do a tooltip. At all times. For now. Let's get rid of that. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Cakez, ask Prime. I will ask Prime when I have the content in the game that I want to, yes. Aha, restart. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put text below the buttons. That's what I'm gonna do. And then that's it. So I'll draw UI text, restart on the button position, plus a vector, oops, plus a vector, oops, plus a vector 2 of 0, and then let's say 12. And then we'll put on render options. We'll make it outline and center. Crazy. So his game is so big that it should be made by 10 people. Like what is so big about the game that it is for those of you who are still here from Mr. Buttons position. Oh shit, it's minus 30. That's I hate that. Const vector 2 home position is this. Use the home position here. That's making it a bit easier. And then that would be home. Now obviously that's gonna look a bit off. We need to choose the right font and size. Then we'll make sure that the pixel size here is also correct. Let's do 34. And then we'll give it a dot font. He's drawing everything himself and he's a perfectionist. Yeah, I saw his drawings. That's I saw like an earlier build of his, I think, grassy tile set. And that looked different than what he has now. So he's definitely done and also reworked a lot of the game art. The game does look very professional, which I guess is why it takes so much time. My computer just restarted. Advertise me on Drive. What the fuck? Or me. OneDrive. What the fuck? To advertise me on OneDrive? OneDrive is one of those annoying things that always gets installed. I hate that. Font scale 2. That. Put that here too. Do you know what your next game's gonna be? Small game. We're gonna experiment a lot. So it's gonna be a big content wave, you guys. It'll be a lot of fun for you. For me too. We'll make a lot of small games, upload them all to itch in all of the different languages that I could think of. But there's only one restriction to those languages that I want to have. they need to be able to build to the browser or give me an option to make a browser game so I can upload them to itch. If they can't, then I will not use those languages. And then we will use many different engines and languages to build small games, what everyone says on the internet, and then we'll figure out first and foremost what game does the best, and also what these different languages do, so I can make big content for YouTube about that. And past that point, I would have learned Unity, Unreal Engine, I will have learned many different other languages, maybe even Rust, but I'll probably do a sub goal for that, but I could see myself hating Rust, so that'll probably be the only sub goal. If we reach that, then we'll do it. If not, we don't. And then I'm gonna make Gothic game, 3D game after that. That's the idea. So it will be this game, put it out, support it, and that the support will more or less then fade to off stream in the future. And then it will be big stream content, guys. That's when we do. That's when the stream's gonna be fun again, you guys, okay? That's when we're gonna do big stuff again, okay? Like, you know, the J videos and stuff, the Zig videos. It's not gonna be the same as Pirate Software, because I want to try out different stuff. Remember when we talked about don't make promises you cannot keep? Yeah, but that's what I've planned. That's the idea. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't promise anything. But that's what I want to do. But you're right. You shouldn't talk about something you haven't done yet. You're correct. So, let's just continue. I think I have a restart string and a string home. Let's see if this is still the same, or are they not capitalized? Okay, wait. So string restart is a question. So that should be question. String restart question, and then we'll do... Excuse me. I want this. And I might even put this on green. The same with the restart. We'll see. Like that a lot, the green part here. Imagine Coding Jesus reviewing this part. See, like, you guys would think that it would actually affect me at all what someone says about my code, but you would be disappointed. Like, it would be fun to see someone else take a look at it that it has like some let's say big channel, or someone like, I don't know, that has a lot of experience. But for me, it just, I couldn't care less, Bren, man. That's why you don't improve. I do care about other things. I don't need to improve my coding style too much. There are some stuff that I need to improve on, and you're wrong about this, but for the most part, what you need to improve on is making a better game, man. Yeah, exactly. I'm not aiming to be the best programmer. I'm aiming to be the best game developer I can be. And you should know that by now, but he knows that. So, yeah, he's just trying to fish for comments and arguments from my side, guys. That's what he's doing. We know that. Let me see. String home. Let's get the home position. This is the home button, bro. What you talking about? Lost level ID. I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm happy that the game is finally coming together. I'm very happy about this. And I don't need to have a comment for the home, for the restart button, for the home button, because it literally says button home. So
Chip.
Wait, I have the different IDs. We don't need those anymore, by the way. Oops. Code quality does not matter if you release the game and it runs well, Cakez. Yeah, exactly, multiplexer. You're right. No, like these people know that too. Like they're collector stuff as well. They're just trying to. They're just trying to get a reaction out of me. That's just what they do. Wait, let me focus here. This one. Is gone. Okay. It looks better than ever, Cakez. Thank you, man. React? Yeah, we're gonna do a react in a second, you guys. We will. I really enjoy those. I have 2 videos for today, my brothers. 2 videos. And it's something that is in continuing on the stupid MasterCard and Visa drama. Now PayPal joins in like a dumb retard. I need to find a better word, but it's such a good word, man. Will you react to mine? I will react to your video, yeah, Mr. Rico. I will. Yes, sir. Okay, so we have now added in strings below the home and restart buttons so that they show up like this. And that means we have crossed off another thing on the list. We have already crossed off 15 things. In town power-up screen, what's the difference between done and button? That's like a copy from Kingdom Rush. Done means you're done. It closes the menu. Reset means reset. And the X button is also an X button. You might not like it or understand it, but I like it a lot. So that's, I would say, subjective. We can disagree on that. That's totally fine. And this is what I just did here, right? There was feedback directly from someone that played the game. What your job is as a game developer, and you get better at this with more and more feedback as you do this more. Like, I would have listened to this feedback before and would have probably spent a lot more time on this than just now, is you need to identify what feedback will make your game better and can be implemented in a fast way. Because mostly, not all of the feedback can make the game better, but also, while the feedback could make your game better, there could be other parts of the game that need working on, that are more important, and would give you a better result than even if the feedback that you're looking at right now would give you, comparatively, right? So you could think about it like, if one feedback that you work on could give you 10%, but the other one gives you 100%, then you should do the 100% thing, rather than the 10% thing. In both cases, it makes the game better, but this is where time management comes in. Because oftentimes, especially in all games actually, you will not be able to make the game perfect, so there will always be something to do on a list, even on released games. So you have to prioritize the tasks that are the best to do right now. 90% of things take 10% of the time. 10% takes... yeah, it's like that too. If you click on the blacksmith door to open a power screen in town, you're a bit unfortunate. It will reset everything. Now that... wait, does it really do that? It doesn't do that for me. Aha! Oh, it does. Lol. Ahaha. Lol. I wonder why. Because maybe I'm not consuming the click. Oh, I think I know why. Let's see. View. Change the position to below. Wait. View. Town. Oh, wait. It's actually in town. Jonas Tarola had a video about this. I think you saw it, Cakez. A video about prioritizing what... You're at cut, Kate. What does that mean? My hair's cut? I really wish I could switch to Linux. Really? Is this the last demo, Sir Cakez? Yes, Capushman. This is the last demo that I will... that I'm updating, yes. There will be no new demo after this demo. The only thing that will change is the demo will morph into a demo page where you can leave reviews on the demo page. What we are doing right now is we have spent this year optimizing and Anpassen in English. Changing, I guess? But it's not that. Adjusting the game to a point where it should be... It's not tough. It should be not consistent. It should be not resilient. Like, you know how when you first bring out a product, it's so bad that it wouldn't hold up in like a real market. Then you go back to the drawing board, you do it again, and you do that enough times where the product becomes, I don't want to say stable or balanced, marketable. I don't want to say that. It's a different word. I'm looking for a different word, but yeah, I don't know what it is right now. Robust, I guess robust, yeah. I think the game has gotten robust enough where most players polished, yeah, you could say polished, yeah. View mission ID. Push mod. Ah, here. It's just pressing it. It needs to consume it. When you consume the primary button, then it'll not have an option. Sorry, it will not have any effect on the menu that opens past this. So missions. It's everywhere here. Pretty sure. Yep. Here it's just pressed. It needs to consume it. Yeah, it's how you call that? This is an old implementation. Back then, it was consuming it by default, so that would never happen. Now I have the option to either consume the input or keep it. And if I keep the input, then it's like pressing twice in the same frame. And of course, that will then lead to me clicking the button. Blacksmith, and that's it. It's just 3 buildings. Have you ever met Jonas Tyrola Cakez? No, I have not. I don't even know where he's living, where he lives. I think when you have a club and the Tangy uses shield orbs, the orbs also knock back. Is that intended, Cakez? Yeah, it is intended. It's OP though. That's the problem. Which is why I told Abef that the club is actually OP. Yes. Any ability, anything that does that your auto attacks do, your abilities inherently do it too. So if I have a club that gives me knockback, and then I have shield orbs rotating around myself, all of the orbs, when they hit an enemy, they knock back the enemy too. And so that's the point of the game. That's the cool part. That's what I like. That's why I built this. Okay, now it should no longer happen. So yeah, so now it should not reset. You see this? It doesn't reset. It doesn't click the button. So I can prove it to you. Put stuff here. Thank you very much, Abef. I actually did not notice that. That was a funny bug, actually. It's gone now. Okay. Nice. Gone. See, like, already did 70 things. In pause screen escape, why does the button restart? In the pause screen escape, why does the restart button have a question mark? Let me test. Oh, it no longer does. Yeah, string continue, we're gonna change that too. And then we have that be consistent. There we go. Cool. Hey, Cakez and chat, have a great stream. Hey, Webbly Wobbles, thank you for joining. This guy's annoying. Fine. Chat, shall we make a bet of when Collector of Stuff is gonna say something positive again? Or do you think that will never happen again? What do you think? It's not truth. It's not a scuffed input system, guys. Copium, yeah. Alright, gone. If you right-click Tangy in town, respect button covers one of the... Yeah, I know. Have that written down. In town, hovering over Tangy and outline would be nice. Maybe, thinking about it. It would be very low on the list, though. Very low priority. Hover outline in on Tangy in town. Maybe. Right. A good idea, but low priority. The amount of time starting from a round. This is, you think that, but that's not true. Basically what you're saying is in level 1, you always start the rounds early because there's not enough enemies spawning and you have to wait for the next wave to start. I am aware of that, but that's level 1. That's intentional. On later levels, you are actually getting overwhelmed, and it gets worse the further you progress into the game. So I'm aware of that in level 1, but that's intentional. So if you don't finish the skill tree tutorial and finish the map, the next time you start the map, the tutorials always restart on level 1. And unless I get overwhelmingly negative feedback on that part, I'm gonna leave that in. All the tutorials should repeat in that level, and that's my intention. If anything, I will add, if I get a lot of feedback on that part, and I will remember that feedback from you too, then I will implement a skip tutorial button. And then you just skip all of them in the level, and they're all done. The shadows in the town are all over the place. I don't care about this, to be honest, because that will be reworked later. Not now, it's good enough. I appreciate you pointing this out, but for now this is not important enough to make it into even early access, I think. Maybe some paths in town between, yeah, that's also reworking the town. I will most likely, for the town, I will most likely pay someone after releasing the game into early access to help me build a cool looking town. Most likely. Or we'll do like a big stream where we try to build a cool looking town too. Because we have built this the other day, looks cool. These buildings are out of, what is it called? These buildings are out of, not out of place, but out of date. If you have a star, there shouldn't be a tutorial. If you have stars in the first level, there shouldn't be a tutorial. I don't agree with you. Because if I let you skip the tutorials, then you can still replay the first map, no problem. And the tutorials should be there always. So that you can always go back and learn if you want to. I'm not removing the stars on the first level, guys. It's part of the upgrade system. This is the incentive to play the game. I'm not removing the stars from the tutorial. I'm gonna stick with Kingdom Rush, what they do there. They do exactly the same thing, and I like that too. You can disagree with me on that, that's fine. I'm not gonna budge on this. Maybe some paths are done. Yeah, we'll figure this out. Archer skill tree, middle row. Yeah, the skill tree is not done yet. Thank you very much for pointing it out. That's ongoing. That will stay that way until probably the release of the game. Both skill trees, what's the difference between projectile lifetime? They fly longer. And this is something that I'm gonna have to adapt over time. We're not animating the water. It's not very clear. It's clear if you play more. You don't have to understand everything on the first try. That's fine. Defender skill tree. Bottom smaller node to none. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Will be fixed in the future. Both skill trees respec right click. Is this intended? Yes. Intentional, because I want you to be able to respec your current choice. And in town, I always want you to respec all of the abilities. Yes. All heroes have the same skill tree. Yeah, I tried to make this clear that... Where is it? Where is this even? This one, all heroes... I could say all heroes of the same type share the same skill tree. But I feel like as you play the game, you know that. You get to know that. And I feel like you are intentionally saying that this could be misunderstood. I don't think so, to be honest. I'm pretty sure you know that all of the defenders have the same skill tree and all of the rangers have the same skill tree. I'm pretty sure you know that. So, unless someone else gives me that feedback, I can't really engage. If you watch the stream, you know, not only as you play the game, you get to know that just by playing. Because the moment you get an ability in the skill tree, it shows up on all of the duplicates of this one. And I make you purchase that. So I don't agree here. Close game button, as mentioned by others. I have. So I wonder when you played the game, because the close... Wait, actually, this is not pushed to Steam yet, is it? Yeah, let me push this to Steam. Thank you very much. The game works good on Nobara Linux with Proton Experimental. Okay, can't wait to hear that I'm contrarian. No, it's fine, man. Don't be so negative. Like, many of these things matter. So, I appreciate you taking the time, bro. Also, I heard that you are glad that in this demo there are not many things that people don't like. Maybe they just don't want to repeat themselves. No. Like, people always repeat themselves. Most of the time. I think, most people actually really enjoyed the game so far. Thank you very much, man, Mr. Abif. And I know there's more, but for now, that is here. Don't save. And I put everything that I think should be put in here into the list. Appreciate that, bro. Okay. I'm not gonna pull a contrarian stream. No. I'm gonna let real players decide what they think. I didn't really have negative things to say about this update. Really cool, Cakez. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. I'm not afraid of the result. It is a non-result. On a content stream where it's all about being oppositional to the streamer, putting up a poll if you like something is a bad idea because it gives you the wrong result. It's called experience. And hope you're doing good, Nix. Good morning. Hello there. Today, actually, I didn't actually say that. I was at the kindergarten with Zoe for the first time. And she had a blast. She completely ignored me like I wasn't even there. It was awesome. I was so proud of her. Yeah, it's the first day. My wife actually is gonna do that, but she's still sick. So I had to go today. And yeah, it was fun, man. It was really cool to see her play with the other kids. Like, she's the smallest of them all. And you could see that she wanted to play. She was like, but she didn't know how and what to do because she can't use a shovel. They were in the sand shoveling, right? Making like a channel of water, right? So that's what we were doing. It's really hot today in Germany. But like, she doesn't know how to grab a shovel properly and how to use it. She like, it was so like she wanted to get into the action, but she couldn't. It was really cool. And yeah, it was awesome. But it's only 1 hour. I'm pretty sure she could have stayed there for multiple hours. But yeah, hey, it is how it is. That's how you start. Like, it's a slow process. You start with 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and you slowly ramp up the time. That shit feels so good when you start seeing them trying to communicate, to make connections. Yeah, I love that state. Yeah, it's awesome. Really cool. I'm a little bit concerned because she's the smallest and she's not 100% safe running or walking yet, right? She's really good already, but she's only 1 year old, right? Barely 13 months. And so it's quite early, to say the least. But it's good. Like, it's gonna be good for her and for us too. We get a small little break soon, and she gets to enjoy all of the awesome aspects of having other kids around and learn from them, right? Because she's the smallest, she's gonna learn from all of them. I think it's gonna be great for her growth. It's nursery, not kindergarten. In Germany, we say kindergarten. Yeah, and she's doing good again as well, yeah. Well, I was gonna do some... Oh yeah, I was gonna update the game, right? Something I wanna do before I do that? Actually, I don't think so, right? Okay, let's build the game, brothers, and upload it to Steam, so you guys can play the latest version. It's mostly bug fixes on this one. She will get the hang of it if she didn't cry. Already good progress. Yeah, I think the reason why she didn't cry or she didn't really have much of an issue being in the kindergarten is because mostly all the time she's not at home, but on my wife's sister's, at my wife's sister's house, or with my wife's parents. Or like not here, essentially. And so she's already used to the fact that, like, for example, I'm not around sometimes, or my wife's not around, and she's alone with someone else. And so she's already had that I don't know, period where you transition from being with your parents only to being with other people. No, I'm not at my parents' house at the moment. Here, I'm at home. Is it actually? Yeah. God, it's bright in here. The reason why I'm not at my parents' house is because I had to go to the kindergarten today with Zoe, so I didn't have time to bring out all of the stuff there, my entire setup. I'll do that tonight and tomorrow. So tomorrow, if everything goes to plan, tomorrow I'll be at my parents'. That will be the first day. And it's also a good time to go to my parents tomorrow because they are gone for 2 weeks, I think. Or 10 days. So I'll be alone for 10 days. They are working alone. It's like going to an office where you are alone. It's gonna be a good time. Pretty sure. Hopefully. Right? Okay, let's see. We just pushed this package and then we need to open that. And is it here somewhere? No? Fine. Okay, we're gonna do reacts now, guys. It's been an hour. Let's get some reactions done. Thank you very much for the feedback, Ebeth. I'm gonna look at the rest of your feedback later tonight. Appreciate that, bro. Actually got quite a bit of stuff on it done too. What was it? It's tools, right? Content builder. There we go. She didn't cry because you were there. If she realized that you were nowhere near, she would 100%... No, she wouldn't, because I was there with my wife's sister, who is the same age as my wife, almost. And she would see my wife's sister and not cry because she knows her. So I didn't even need to be there, to be honest. Not really. Is it called sister-in-law now? I guess, yeah. Yeah, so my sister-in-law was there. It's not a twin, but they look very much alike and a couple of years apart. Like our babies looked almost exactly the same when they were very young. Her baby is 2 years old, ours is 1. They almost look exactly the same. So wrong notability, wrong thing. You guys... You say that some of the pictures from the Tangy TD demo do not show up. Is that correct? Did you see bro made 1 million and is in the red? We're gonna watch that today, by the way, yes. I do not understand how this guy made 4 million or 1 million and be in the red. That's so dumb. But hey, I don't want to be too negative already. So for me, the demo shows up like this, bro. The achievements picture don't show? Oh, I don't have achievement pictures. I don't have pictures on these. That's why. Hello, Eritas. Good morning, man. And Snifflo, thank you very much for following earlier, bro. Appreciate that as well. Can't download now as I'm fiber-only phone. I see. You should consider animating the water. There's no way this is real. This is from CNN? No, CCN, whatever that is. Okay, it's not CNN. You are not serious, bro. No, you wrote this article yourself. That is not correct. No, I don't believe this article actually exists. What if this article does not exist? Clown Cinema Network. Look at the URL. World Grey News. Is that fake or not? I can't really tell. It's fake? Obviously. Look at the date. Yeah. I was almost gonna read this. And this is probably ChatGPT. Water has been essential to our survival for millions of years, they said. It's in our DNA to be drawn to it. Yeah, sure. Well, you guys are getting really good with these fakes. It's crazy. I actually thought this was real, but then if you scroll down, there's not a single author here. It's just some text on a website. Holy, you spent a lot of time on this. Sounds like Subnautica chill. God damn, that's crazy. Okay, let's update the game. Let's go. Where is it? Here. I wonder who the author is, huh? The author is the giveaway, yeah. Goodness. Emo, would you consider animating the water? Do it yourself, 10 out of 10. Did you do it yourself? Yeah, like if you did it yourself, Inex, really good stuff, bro. Damn, bro. Where's my phone here? Uh-huh. Nathan Codes, aren't you too employed to watch this stream? What does that mean? Nathan Codes watches the stream because she likes the stream. Publish. Okay guys, new patch. Fixed some of the issues that you guys reported. The game should be much more stable and consistent now. Thank you very much for the feedback. Not worthy of an update post. We'll do that later. Let's first get into some of this stuff. That's what I think is important. This guy's calling out all of Gamedev YouTubers. Everyone, including myself and some of the big guys too. Thomas Brush? What? Bad advice and greed? What's happening here? I want to see. So I have the same issues, I guess, as this guy. But we'll see. I want to see what he says. Because I think it... And actually, Jackie Code says something similar on Twitter. I saw the post. Let me bring it up if I can. Wait, I'll try to find it. Twitter. And that actually, I have the same opinion on that too. How do I find that though? Did I save it or something? Oh man, I'm so bad at Twitter. Like home for you. Now, how do I find my saved posts? Bookmarks, maybe? I only bookmark Photoshop tutorials. Only, oh my god, okay, no. Yeah, it's all Photoshop. Look at the stuff here. This is my bookmarks. Photoshop, 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 Photoshop. A genius trick for cooking meat. Yeah, and so like, that is my Twitter. Let me find it though. Jackie Codes. Good post. Agreed. Where is it? I'm gonna bookmark it for the next time. I can't find it. Am I stupid? It's gonna be here somewhere. Ah, here. I found it. There it is. How do I bookmark that? Do I click on this and then bookmark that for the next time? Okay. There we go. That's what it is. I agree with this. Once you get to an intermediate advanced level in game development, and that happens when you spend more than a couple of months into game development, you start to see how there's very little tutorials on these topics, and the internet is littered with beginner tutorials, all teaching pretty much the same thing. And yes, and you know why that is? Because most of these people just steal the content from other videos and merge them together into their own spin on it. They don't actually have spent the time making these and learning these things. It is literally just, oh, this guy made a good video, it got 200,000 views. How about I make a similar video, but take my own spin on it because I think he's wrong there, and I should talk. It's farming views, yes. And so that's my problem with YouTube too. Let's see what this guy has to say.
So I've had a topic I wanted to talk about for about 3 years now. And
God, this guy looks crazy good. Holy shit! Look at the look. He's styled up, bro. He looks like a professor, man.
It relates to a Reddit thread.
And that means he's right. Okay, if you dress up like a professor, you are right.
Pops up every other month. And
That's
in
how it
one
works.
form or another, it states something like YouTubers are greedy or game dev YouTubers, I kind of hate them. And if you listen to any of these topics raised, they usually raise a couple of issues that they might have.
He is a professor. He has a presentation. See, I told you. And he's right on top of me or behind me. Great. So let me move myself, of course. Zip. Here you go. Please don't move, okay, bro?
The issues raised are often that the game dev YouTubers lack merit, which is most often that they haven't released a successful game. Something along the lines of they are greedy.
Now, I could call out some YouTubers, right? We could drama farm, but you all know the YouTubers that haven't released a game but still talk about. And I includes myself. Okay, I'm not. Yeah, I can't call myself out. That's fine. But I don't do these videos that say, do these 10 things before you start. Or the game development in 2025. Game development in 2024. This is a video every year, guys. Can you still make a good game in 2025? Here's what you need to do. Don't do the same mistakes I did. Like, I don't do these videos because I know it is hypercritical. Hyper. You know the word. I don't know. I'm not English, okay?
They're selling courses.
It's clickbait, yeah.
Content.
Yeah,
and
it
most
is.
of their income is not from game dev. So it might be that they're selling courses instead. I actually fit a lot of these categories.
They're selling... Oh, you fit the
in
categories
some
too?
way or another. I haven't released a game. I do on occasion get accused of clickbaiting. And most of my income is not from...
I gotta be honest. It's already a pause. I know. You hate it? I love it. I hope you rage. Write in the comment how much you hate it. Come on. As you do YouTube, you will always be encountering some sort of dummy that says you're clickbaiting. Just happens. Even if you don't try to.
From game dev. But I want to talk about this a bit. Because while I think the criticism is valid in some regards, I think the biggest issue with this criticism is that it stems from unrealistic expectations. Why do I say this? Well, it's because YouTube is a platform where creators make videos. So YouTubers are either hobbyists, they're teachers, or entertainers. The YouTube videos themselves either teach you.
I mean, teachers would mean that you are a professional and you use YouTube only as a platform to teach what you have learned. And there are some people that do that, but it's very rare. And these tutorials go very much in depth, which they need to. And then oftentimes this leads to low views because it's boring for people.
A skill.
Which is why the majority of, let's say, hobbyists and entertainers, they show up on your front because that's what brings in the most views and the most money to YouTube.
They're there to entertain.
That's just how it is.
Or
it is actually on YouTube, and Jonathan Blow and Casey Moratori talked about this Handmade Hero, Casey. It just doesn't work on YouTube because people don't have an attention span to follow this.
A hobby by someone who kind of has two hobbies want to talk about. They can incidentally be professionals. It's just that this is extremely rare. And where I think this issue becomes tricky is because if we look at analogous example, like any other profession where you have professionals versus teachers, there isn't an expectation that the teachers should be professional. We know that if you're making movies, you're probably not teaching movies because you're making movies. So I think that while the criticism itself is valid, yes, people like me who make YouTube videos is not as reliable of a source as someone who's actually making games. The thing is that you probably can't get a hold of the people actually making games. No. You can if you look at GDC.
So, for example, I would love to talk to Concerned Dave, the Stardew Valley creator. But maybe at some point you could, or like with the YouTube video and stuff. But let's say you're making a game, you want to talk to him and ask him, well, how did you do that? How did you survive this? Like, so difficult and stuff like that. Or, hey, I want to learn from, how did you get so good at pixel art? What did you do? You're not going to get to him because he's busy making his next game.
Any type of developer conferences or interviews with them. The problem with those,
and he doesn't want to like help everybody.
So
he can't.
The issue that I see with some of this criticism, especially in regards to the most successful channel, is that they're in some regards suffering from success. They're compared to an idealized version of what the viewer wants. They're compared to a developer who makes games successfully, doesn't want to make an income on the videos they make entertaining content that is extremely educational. These four things are kind of incompatible in some regards. They exist for very few channels. You won't get there. Nothing allows for it. I do, however, think that there's an aspect of it where there can be valid criticism. And that usually comes from whether they have bad advice. But if you have that criticism, they have some bad advice, it's probably better to target that advice. And the reason I think that is because people like me, I might be giving bad advice at times. If you levy this criticism, it will probably find its way to YouTubers so that they can make better videos and stop giving bad advice. There's a reason I tend to try and stick to art. I try most of the time not market myself as a game dev channel. And I am first and foremost a YouTuber because I like talking about art. I happen to be doing game dev as a hobby, which gives me a lot of insight into the overlap between art and game dev and how game dev
1.5, it's 1.25.
That I'm fairly knowledgeable on this issue. Not because I've released a game, but because you see my art and you like it. But I still think there's...
Yeah, so like you could directly show what you're doing, and then you talk about what you're doing, and then the people that see your art, they can decide, okay, so this guy makes good art, I should listen to him if I want to draw art like him. Yeah, that looks good, by the way, this art here.
An aspect where you have to realize that YouTube
I wonder
is
what
the
type
first
of art
step
that is.
in most people's learning. They want to learn game dev, so they go on YouTube to learn. And the thing with learning is that you actually progress and you learn. So 3 years down the line, you might be watching the same YouTuber and hear them saying the same advice that they've given.
Yeah, and that's when you're exactly, and when you're 3 years down the line, the advice they gave 3 years ago no longer applies to you, doesn't help you, or you think it's bad because you have learned otherwise. And you could see that the big YouTuber who thought was actually a good guy and knows his stuff actually doesn't know so much of anything. Because he's been busy making YouTube videos rather than actually doing what he's talking about.
You grow tired of them. They're not teaching you more stuff. And you might see this as an issue with the YouTuber, but it's really an issue with you learning. You've progressed past that YouTuber. You've progressed past that teacher. It's like you being a high schooler and going back to your first grade teacher and complaining that they're teaching the alphabet. After all, they did that 10 years ago. It's true, but a teacher is focused on teaching. They're not necessarily always focused on learning, especially since they're generally marketed to the masses. I expect most of you to outgrow my content. In an ideal world, that would happen. You'll grow bored of what I'm saying because you're learning past what I'm saying.
You've already learned it, yeah.
Taken it to heart, and now you don't want to hear me talk about readability once again. I kind of want that to happen. You learn, move past, and progress. And hopefully you even stop watching YouTube and start developing. The first couple of years of any hobby, you generally start at YouTube. It's a free platform where you can get decent advice, not ideal, perfect.
What he's talking about here right now, the first couple of years, that's called tutorial hell. You watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube and you have a problem in your game in code or something like that. You want to do something and you think, oh, this inventory system I want to build. Maybe I can find a tutorial about that on YouTube. And you spend 2 hours searching YouTube to find an inventory system, only to realize that maybe there are no tutorials about that. And I guess I have to find it out myself. And to get past that step takes a couple of years and months.
Advice, but decent advice. And people make
that's when you grow.
Giving you
do your own thing.
Even though you don't have to pay for it. And a couple of years into that hobby, you've moved past that. And now you have no content because no one's really good enough to produce content for you. That's a win in my book. So on the first 2 types of criticism, lack of merit and income not from game dev, I think this is true. But if you feel this, you should be happy that you've moved past YouTube. You can be sad about there not being something more for you.
That's actually a good point.
With any skill that you get really good
I really like his point. So let's say you watch a YouTuber and you see that they are only doing YouTube and tutorials for the views. That should be a good sign for yourself that you have grown as a game developer yourself and you can see these things now. That means you have grown yourself and you could see it in a more positive way. Oh, I don't have to rely on this stuff anymore because I'm good enough on my own to figure out my own problems. Yeah, that's actually a really cool idea to think about it that way.
I don't really watch that much art YouTube. I don't watch game art YouTube, and I don't watch game dev stuff in general, because most of the time it's stuff that I've heard before. But there was another criticism, and that was greed and clickbait. And I think this is tricky. I think the issue when I see the criticism of greed is that there are very different types of YouTubers, but they get lumped together. If you're not a YouTuber, you might have the conception or the idea that you can see someone's subscriber numbers, and from those subscriber numbers, estimate how much money they make. This should not be done. The revenue comes from how many views they get.
And how long they watch.
YouTubers, one with 200,000 subs and 20k views a month, and then another with 50,000 subs. But
you guys want to know a good YouTube tip for how to make good YouTube videos, or know what YouTube videos are good? It's actually a very simple trick, and I have one example for you. And he's right here. So there are channels with this, and collector stuff is starting to get on my nerves here later. When you have a YouTuber that has 200,000 subs and only 20,000 views, that means that the video they put out is actually not great. And when you have a video with 500,000 views on 50k subs, that is an indication that the video itself is very much liked by a big audience. It's not, but yeah, could be bots as well, but let's assume it's not. And the video would work on almost any channel, and you can see that there's a lot of traction for the video because it's a generally good video. And these types of videos is what you want to find, and that's the tricky part, and then make. And you could even copy them if you want to, like, make it as a YouTuber. Like, I give you one example of such a video, how to make a, how I made an excellent, there it is, an excellent platformer. This video is one of the best examples of a video from a small channel. I'm gonna show you the channel first. 5,000 subscribers, so less than me, but the video has 300,000 views. And this video, to this day, continues to gain a lot of views and traction. And why? It keeps growing, and it will grow almost, very likely it will grow indefinitely. It will always have an audience, because this video provides not only a story that is awesome to follow, that you can relate to, but also it provides a lot of useful information.
Actually not touching the platform anymore. Jump off.
This stuff is an example of a game, of a video where if you can use these, find these, and then this is videos that you want to make. These are hard to make though, because it takes years to make such a video.
200,000 views a month, the second YouTuber will make more money. And I think that if you regularly watch a YouTuber that pulls in 200,000 views a video and releases a video every day, they might actually be making quite a bit of money. But if you compare that to most game dev YouTubers, they maybe get 30,000 views and release one video every other week or once a month. And from that,
they're
probably not actually making money, at least not from AdSense or YouTube.
And so this is where, like, for example, this is an example of a YouTuber here. Where's the green guy? Gamedev. Gamedev. Oh, where's that? Gamedev Endeavor. Endeavor? This, no. No, not this guy. It's the green game, the green slime guy. He doesn't make much money off of YouTube. He took 5 years to make this game, and people could say that, oh, he's trying to clickbait.
In general, 1 day of work.
But I don't know the name.
Work a month for me is equivalent to what I earn on YouTube every month. So if you actually end up trying to do YouTube full time, you have to make a secondary revenue source, be it sponsorships, Patreon, or courses, which in some regards suck. But if you're not doing that, then you're just making videos out of the kindness of your heart. But if you do it just because it's fun, the risk is that eventually you might outgrow it or do something else that actually gives you money and is fun. And I think game dev is a particularly tricky field with this. There aren't that many watching. So in terms of greed, I kind of agree in that there are business practices that are inherent to YouTube that might not feel that nice to do. It's not that fun to read sponsorships. It's not that fun to sell stuff that you'd rather give out for free. But the other aspect is it's not that fun putting a lot of effort into something that pays you nothing, especially if you get kind of decent.
Ben Bonk, yeah, I think it's Ben Bonk.
Kind of shitty situation. And just because
Slime Keep,
or iShowSpeed or Mr. Beast exist doesn't mean that every YouTuber that employs a similar tactic
Ray traced all you
they want
guy.
to be insanely rich. Because
Is it
their niche isn't big enough to become insanely rich. Their niche might be just big enough to earn enough so that you don't have to work at Starbucks. I think the second argument of clickbait kind of falls into the same umbrella of greed. When I release a video, I try and make it clickable because I want the people viewing to watch it.
Yeah.
And I think that there are two forces there. One is you want to make it enticing, but you don't want to trick the viewer. And that balance can be tricky. I think I've made 2 videos that kind of straddle that line. One is called The Problem with Pixel Art. While in
I think this guy's going a bit too deep into this, to be honest. I think that's like not really the point. A game of YouTubers lazy and greedy. I think, to be honest, I think there's an obvious. It's hard to follow. Yeah, it's hard to follow because I think he's not following like the initial idea or the initial question of the video. Because the question is, and we all know what it is. There are YouTubers out there that try just to make YouTube videos for money. And I think what is missing in the video so far is, I guess it's really difficult for one YouTuber to shout out or call out another YouTuber, right? To not create drama. But I think what's missing is some of the examples on why it's actually not really good advice. It doesn't have much value at the moment here. You know?
The video itself, I try to be rather balanced and still maintain that I like pixel art. Because I do. But from the title itself...
You will always have some grifters in every field. So that's normal.
You might get the impression that I hate pixel art, and not that I'm raising one issue I have with pixel art. And a similar thing has occurred with another video where I said, why showing this guy is
all right, we're gonna skip past this. Yeah, that's not like to the point. Okay.
That I write kind of my opinion, and then I hedge in the video, which might be clickbait. But the thing is that if I don't do that,
let's look at this. Should you watch YouTube videos?
To some extent. I do think that they aren't the ideal version of who you want teaching you. But your high school teacher was probably not the ideal version of who you wanted to teach you. So we kind of come to the question of, should you watch YouTubers? Even though it's in my interest that you
I think so, yes.
Content, I think this answer isn't simple. For some of you, yes, you should probably watch YouTubers. For others, maybe kind of.
No, I think you can categorize this. And I think you can categorize this and apply this to every person that starts out. If you're starting out, watch at least a tutorial on what you're using to get started. The bare minimum is you should have someone explain things to you a little bit so that you don't have like a crazy difficult time to get started. And you should reduce the amount you watch over time as you get deeper into the material, to the point where you should no longer rely on YouTube as a reference on how to make things in your game, but you should find it out yourself. You should become self-sufficient. And so I think this is a natural progression that it's just done in everyday life. You go to school to learn something. At some point you outgrow school and you do your own thing. It's the same thing with learning how to do a certain job. It takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And then after that, you're supposed to do it yourself. And I would treat YouTube the same way. I think that applies to everyone.
And for some, definitely not. If you're really starting out, I think watching someone that is entertaining and can speak to you on kind of your level when starting out, to maintain the interest you have in the hobby, that will eventually develop into something that could potentially be a career, then yeah, watching YouTube is probably good. For any hobby that I start, I tend to start with YouTube. And then either I fall out of love of the hobby.
And also, everyone should watch YouTube because it's free. Just forgot about that. Think about, I could either buy a Udemy course for, let's say, 20, 30 bucks, or I could watch a YouTube video for free to get started. I should pick the free part over the one that costs money, because if I do the free part and then realize I don't actually want to do it, then I haven't lost my money on buying a course. It's like buying boxing gloves on your first day of going to boxing school. That doesn't make any sense, because it might actually waste that money. Could be used otherwise.
Or I fall out of love of watching the YouTubers. And that's the
You could always get the wrong stuff taught, even on Udemy. Like it happened. Listen, man, I have done some Udemy tutorials in the past. There are some terrible ones out there too. Like even if you spend money, it's not a guarantee that you will find the best tutorial.
Natural progression of it. Either way, I stopped watching the YouTubers probably. But they're a good starting point for making a difficult topic feel kind of accessible. And more so, it might...
Guys, there are good free options on YouTube. I wouldn't say that if I didn't know. You want to learn Godot? Watch Cakez. You want to learn C++? There are C++ tutorials out there. Even I have one too. My latest C++ or C tutorial I think is really good. It could be better. There are others too. JavidX as well. There's many tutorials that you can follow along in the beginning that are totally free, and all you need to do is just have a computer, watch them on the side, and do them too. And there will never be the perfect tutorial, guys.
Be nice having someone talk.
Or you could watch Travis Roman if you want to learn how to make a game in C! I watched him before I started. Yes, I did. Handmade Hero is amazing too. Yeah, there's so many things.
And discussing.
Hello,
the
how
thing
you
you're
doing,
learning
man?
And find entertaining. And if you're in this bucket,
Good morning.
then yeah, watch YouTubers.
Oh,
Once you've progressed
yeah.
at a certain point, I generally think that from a learning standpoint, it's generally better to draw as much as possible rather than just watching people draw. And it's probably better looking at documentation rather than watching a YouTuber who has better documentation. It's better to learn the skill of learning rather than finding someone who has learned the skill of learning and copying them. And so if you're past this initial bucket, your method of research and your method of learning should probably change. You shouldn't just have someone telling you stuff anymore. But even when you are at this point, I find it quite often that I might
He's
be
talking
consuming
about
people that
tutorial help, by the way. But I told you earlier. In the beginning, you will gravitate towards tutorials, and slowly over time, you realize that you have to find your own solutions.
are
It's called
engaging in it,
tutorial help,
mainly
overcoming
for the purpose
that.
of inspiration. So if I see someone make something really cool, it inspires me to also try that really cool thing. And that makes me put in more hours than I otherwise would have. I spent a lot more game dev time than I usually do because I saw the dual grid system that Cakez implemented. And the biggest part of Cakez video for me was inspiration. And I thought it was really cool. So if you're in that bucket, then yeah.
Cakez is a good YouTuber, I think. It's a big YouTuber, Cakez. Yeah, that's her. Didn't we watch the dual grid system from her? Yeah, we did. Good stuff. She's making a game too, I think. Plantails. Yeah, finally. You see that? It's awesome. Ooh, 6,000. It's like Stardew Valley. Damn, it looks really good. Yeah, see? That one's a credible source, I would say. Now, I need to watch a couple more videos from her, but that looks really good. Is it Unity? I wonder if it's Unity. Difficult to say. The water trail shader she did is insanely good. Yeah, she seems to be very talented, man. Wow. Pixel art looks amazing. Damn, we need to watch more YouTube videos from her. Yeah, I'm gonna, what do we have? Making my dream game. Oh, I did a video like that too. Cool. Easy texture overlay. Yeah, we saw that too. Actually really good, yeah. Don't get caught. Cool, cool, cool. 1 million views. Yeah, that we watched that. That was good. Water shader, this one here. Oh, you guys, should I do that? Okay, good stuff.
Watching YouTubers might make sense. But if you're watching YouTubers and YouTube videos that you don't
That's
find,
why we need
that you aren't
animated
learning
water,
from,
yeah.
that you don't find inspirational and that you don't find entertaining, then no, don't watch YouTubers. You shouldn't watch me if that's happening. That sounds like a bitter experience. As a super short point, should you make YouTube videos as a marketing tool for doing game dev?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think you should. People that I think should make YouTube videos are people who like making YouTube videos. And they do it because they want to make YouTube videos. It's a whole different set of skills. And it's a lot of different skills and a lot of effort. I like making YouTube videos. I would probably continue making YouTube videos even if I earned more money than I needed. And the reason I don't think you should make YouTube videos is because of all these skills that you have to learn and all this effort you have to put in. Effort that won't go into making a good game. And I think the best marketing tool is making a good game. And if it's not...
Yeah, for my second and third year, mostly the second year on streaming, I spent a lot of time on YouTube. And as a result, the game did not progress as fast as it could have. I did learn a lot about YouTube and making videos, but I did not make much progress in the game. And it showed. It took me 2 years from my first demo release to the next demo release, which is a long time. The first year, it took me 1 year to get to a demo. That was my first demo ever put out on Steam. 1 year is a reasonable time for your first game. It had a lot of content, wasn't good, of course, because first game. But still, if you think about it like that, it takes you 1 year to make a game and then another 2 years to make the next. That's a big time jump, man.
Making a good game, then it's making a good looking game that people will buy because it looks good. None of this
Only actually a good video posted was about Zig. No, Jay was a good video too. The video about Jay
relates to learning lighting or
and others too.
Scripting or marketing. And the thing is, if you end up in a bucket of making YouTube videos, it's true that you will become in part a YouTuber.
Yeah,
You'll
you will.
Equal amount of time doing YouTube, if not more, than you do on game dev. I spend more time on YouTube than I do on game dev. But if you enjoy making videos and you enjoy talking about stuff, then go ahead. But I don't think it's a particularly good marketing tool. And if it was a good marketing tool, I don't think it would actually feel that particularly nice as a marketing tool. Because it's true that if I were to release a game on my channel, some people would probably buy it because they like watching my YouTube videos. And a portion of those people will be disappointed because the game might not be up to their expectation. And they bought it purely because they like my videos. And the ideal world to be in as a game developer is that you make a game that is fun and they buy it because they like the product. In the case for my YouTube videos, people at least watch the videos because they're enjoyable or they learn. That feels morally more okay. And I think you'd be just more comfortable If you made a good looking game, you marketed it traditionally, and you spent a lot of the time that you would have spent on making videos on actually making the game better, you release a better game than what you otherwise would have.
Exactly.
So in conclusion.
See, I don't want to call out YouTubers, right? I really do not want to get into drama, but there are YouTubers out there that have released games that look like dog. And they play terrible too. And they are out there giving advice on how to make games. And I find that hypocritical. It's crazy. And so it is morally gray. It is just, you're gonna have these people in every field. So yeah, that's just how it is.
I don't think YouTubers are greedy, but I think that there's some aspects of generating revenue.
The takeaway from this entire video is that we need animated water, yeah?
That might at times feel kind of morally gray. I hate advertisements. I pay for YouTube Premium in order to avoid them. But I see it as a trade-off. I think the issue would arise if you're selling bad courses to people who have no money. But assuming they have money, then it's probably fine selling some courses. I buy courses on occasion because sometimes I like watching them. Overselling courses and either making them really expensive and making the audience feel like they have to buy them in order to achieve something. I hate that, that would feel more morally bad. But just selling them, I don't think is inherently wrong.
No, I don't think so.
With Patreon.
Overselling a course, I don't like that too, yeah.
I have a Patreon. I'm not releasing enough content on it.
Which is why I haven't done a course. Like people told me I could do a course on making a game in C or C++. Could, yeah. And it would even sell too. Contrary to what you guys believe on Twitch, it would.
I don't like that. I do know that people can unsubscribe if they feel like I'm not releasing enough content, but it still feels bad as a content creator to have a Patreon channel, ask people to subscribe there, and then not have enough time to make the content for that platform. I don't know what to do about that issue, but I don't like it morally. If people want to support me just for the
I wish you would have gone more into the actual problems.
Better content than what I produce on my YouTube. That's not the case, and I haven't really resolved that.
I guess it'll be up to me to make that video in the future, huh?
Will help me
Fine,
make more
will.
Because I produce content quicker now than I used to. And that's because I've invested more money into the channel than I've earned from the channel. But yeah, still, there are aspects of it that can be either outright bad, questionable, or not that bad. And it usually comes to overselling something that isn't good. On the second part of this conclusion, I do think that every single person that is watching me for the sake of learning should eventually stop watching me. You should outgrow what I have to do.
6 figures in 6 weeks.
Video. I hope it made sense. Thanks for watching. Bye.
My man, thank you very much for making the video, bro. Good stuff. Here, guys, here, if you want to support him, here's the link to the video. I think he's very down to earth, he understands, but he rambled a little bit on too much. I feel like the first part of the video was great. The second part of the video was more about his own reflection, what he thinks about his videos and what others might think, which I don't really feel like is part of the conversation when we're talking about are YouTubers lazy and greedy, because there will always be these people in these fields, and what I think is the biggest problem with the advice that these people give is that they haven't lived the advice, so they don't actually know what they're talking about, even if the advice is true. And so if you then go to them for more advice, that's when they give you wrong or bad advice, which could lead you down a path that might even makes you quit, or a bad path that could lead to a worse game or a worse outcome. And so everyone's journey is different. And you learn that as you make games. It's difficult to say that, yeah. Diablo 2 recommended? Oh, I love this. Yeah, this is ambience. Gamedev reacts to another Gamedev that reacts to bad Gamedevs. True. Cakez, yeah, what's going on? What's up? He said it. I said what? What did I say?
Some aspects of generating revenue.
The takeaway from this entire video is no. No. We're not animating the water yet, okay? Even if Cakez has a really good video on this. Let's watch just a second of it, okay? How does it look? How did you do that, Cakez? I took your dual grid system. I'm using it actively in my game. Come on, lady. Start! YouTuber!
Hey everyone. Today I'd like to show you how I created this water for my indie
Damn, that looks good. Oof, look at the gradient.
game. To give you a bit of context about my game before we start,
Mm-hmm.
all you need to know is that it's built using Unity and is inspired by games like Stardew Valley.
Yep, okay. She's good, man. She is good. Yep. Smart person. Only does the bare minimum of stuff when she knows she has really good content to show. Crazy smart person. Yeah, she's one of the smart people. I'm dumb. Yeah.
Hey everyone.
Yep. I need to throw shit at the wall until it works. She just knows. And more successful game than me too. Cool. Nice. Looks really... Like these trees look awesome, man. Kind of want to yoink them, to be honest. But hey, we're not going to do that right now. There could be some shadow below the trees. Okay. It could be a bit better. I actually wanted to click this X button here. Looks a bit flat, needs more contrast. I mean, it can be improved, yeah. Shadow would help. It is a little bit difficult to see at times. But it looks great. And she's really good at pixel art. I wonder if she draws the art herself, right? I would assume. Update cute, yeah, update. Let me put that in React suggestions. It looks great. Yeah. So, unfortunately, Mr. Rico, you only saw the title of the video, but not the content. Where is it? Yeah, this one here. So it didn't really, like, he didn't really go into the problem of YouTubers trying to grift and just repeat advice. No, I watched it. Really? You missed the part about learning? Just write an HTTP server, low-level game dev. What is that? One-day project. I bet Cakez can't do it and see after 6 years of programming. Probably can't. No, let's see. What is he saying? He's smart, man. Okay. When you think about the brain, and it's like an energy source. My energy source is 50. Let's give it a value of 50. His energy source is 500 to 5,000, okay? So we are like, this is not compatible, bro. What he thinks he can do, I can't.
Yeah, so that's actually my big thing, right? If you want to learn
Yeah.
how to use all the ins and outs of a language,
Yeah.
highly recommend you do a project. The project can be anything. It can be a heap allocator. It can be whatever. But one of the
Can be whatever, so it can be a game too. That's what I do.
best ones is an HTTP server, because it forces you to do not only network programming, it forces you to think defensively, because someone will be able to access your code and effectively feed your code data, so you have to write it safely. And it teaches you how to do a lot of the...
Hey, your shorts look really good, bro. How did you do the font? I hate making font for shorts, man. That's the one thing that cock blocks me. I love editing them, but I hate the font, man. Timing the font sucks! I'm gonna ask him next time he's here how he does the font. Hopefully it's a tool that does it automatically and I don't have to do anything. But you look at this here.
think
it's gonna be
defensively,
AI.
because someone will
It's like an image here as
be
well.
able to access your code and
Use AI to create the caption, bro.
effectively feed your code data, so you have to write it safely.
You see the hand swifty animation here?
And it teaches you how to do a lot of... It forces you to use a lot of the features of the language,
Yeah.
which is really, really important.
I think games are the same way, but I agree with him, yes. Good stuff. 800,000 views. Wow, big views. Live on Twitch, low level gaming. Wait, interesting. This is a link. Wonder how he does it. Just write an HTTP server. How did you do that, bro? Find that interesting. It's 1 year ago. Wait, let's go down here. Control F, HTTP. If you open it up like this... description. The link doesn't work. How did you provide that link? I don't understand. How did you do that? It's a short link. Might be an old link. Really? YouTube does it automatically. I love the intensity here. Oh, really? Anyways, yeah. Not sure how he did that.
Yeah, so that's actually my big thing, right? If you want to learn how to
change
use all the
shorts. Oh, I see. And then instead of shorts, it's watch. I see. Okay, yeah, it's watch versus... What is this song? Cakes? Exclamation mark song, bro. Okay, cool. Yeah, good stuff. Thank you. I always make games because I don't know how to do network coding. I've never done network coding. And so in order to learn how to network code, I first have to learn how to network code, right? So I can't, if I learn a language, I don't want to also learn network coding. At least not now. I would probably learn network coding in a language that I'm comfortable with before I try a new language with network coding too. So that would be two things at the same time. Might be too difficult for me. It could be possible, but it would take too long, I think. I'm not gonna give you my dad's email address, bro. What are you talking about? Okay, guys, we're gonna make a tiny bit of change. We're going to make a tiny change to the Steam page and a little bit of changes to the level here, aka GIFs. And then we're gonna watch the last video that I want to watch today about this guy that apparently made $4 million and all of a sudden doesn't have any money left. He's actually in debt. How is that possible? Oh yeah, I'm bringing you back to the bottom right. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. There we go. Maybe a bit bigger. Here we go. Didn't pay taxes. Cakesdad@gmail.com. It's pretty easily, actually. You can just read a paper on it to understand how HTTP works, then you can implement it yourself, Cakes. Yeah. Bro, just read a paper on it. That's already the first problem, because I would not understand the paper. So instead of reading it once, I would have to read it 10 times. Read, yeah. I would, so the only way that I would be able to do that on stream is if I read the paper off stream 10 times or something. Okay. Now, let's go into the game and make some changes. Deep water. No, deep forest. Yeah, I can read, yeah. Alright, so this was for testing yesterday to make a really cool looking GIF. And the result of that is, this is what we did yesterday. Man, that looks great. Her title is awesome too. Cool. Should probably make a pixel art thumbnail as well. Man, that looks good. God, I'm jealous of her, man. Fuck. So good. Fuck you. So this is what we did yesterday. I think it shows the game how it'll look later. And it looks really cool. It's a lot of stuff happening. And now what I want to do next is boss battles. This is the last GIF that I want to show. And it's supposed to look really good. And I want to do that with the boss in this level, with the bush monster. I want to make a GIF to show the bush monster. And in order to do that, we already have everything set up with the slimes and the monster spawning. Maybe I'm just gonna make the slimes spawn from here and the monster here. Let's do that. So this one would be path 2 and the other one would be path 3. And then we have one slime thing coming from path 1. Then the frequency would be 4 on all of these. Show it in a different map, maybe? Should I show it in a different map? Why did you tell her to go fuck her? It's a joke, man. You guys are so cringy. It's crazy. Restart. That water on the top left corner is very static. Yikes. Ah. Nani? Oh, wait. The game's running through Steam. Because Steam is open. I need to close Steam. There we go. Oh, and I'm constantly building the demo, which means I'm increasing the version. Whoops. That's also bad. What version are we at right now? 16. Well, it is how it is. Fine. There we go. Man, how come Bluetooth implementation on Windows is worse than on Linux? And on Linux you can really struggle with Bluetooth stuff. So every time I mute a tab, the audio gets desynced in the to the video. Doesn't happen on Fedora though. I hate Windows. Oh wow. Bro, why is it so hot? I don't know, man. I'm sweating too. It's crazy. Oh guys, I want to update you on my burpee journey. I've decided to make burpees sometimes a week to challenge myself to do 100 burpees. I have successfully done the 100 burpees 2 days ago, and it took me 14 minutes without stopping too much. And if you guys want to get into shape, burpees are the best things to do. I burp all the time. No, not burping, burpees. What about the form? The form is... I try to make the form better every time, but it's like a skill, right? You start with bad form, and then you get better over time. I bet Zoe can out-burp you. Bro, she's so flexible, it's crazy. She sits in like a squatting position to relax. If I go into the squatting position to relax, I almost fall over. Can you do burpees in C++? Yeah, it's called C. Programming in C, that's a burpee. Okay, so let's see how the swarm happens. Is that a lot? I suppose it's okay. Maybe make these start a bit later. That's fine. And now there's one thing I need to add to this as data, and that is the level. By default, they're all level 1. Then the spawn system. When we spawn a unit, I want to give it the level as... Oh, I do already. Oh. Awesome. Oh, I can already give it the level. That's easy. Nice. Because what I want to do here with the bush monster is... Where was the level before count? Yeah, dot level. I want to give it level 2. And if it's level 2, then it's going to use more abilities than on level 1, which makes the level more difficult, the monster more difficult. Now, bush monster. For the trailer or for the GIF, I need to nerf the monster a little bit. Oh, by the way, for those of you who played the game, right? In this level and beaten the boss. About the balance, give me some feedback here. What do you think? If I go into squad, I'm not coming up. I'm there for the past 2 days. I'm there for at least past 2 days. I mean, you can always roll back on your back, right? And then stand up. Good afternoon. Thank you, Kubila. Good afternoon, bro. Burpees, I feel, are not that hard. I don't know if I'm doing them wrong, but they never challenged me. Regular push-ups are harder. Do a burpee like this. Follow along. Busy dad training. Where is it? Let's Navy SEAL burpees, no. Doesn't he have more? I guess I'll go to the channel then. Yeah, do it like this. Then it'll be a push-up too. How about that one? Do them like that. And continuously do them. Do not stop until you reach 100. It's almost impossible. You cannot do 100. He's doing them really fast. That guy's ripped. Yeah, he's only doing burpees for 20 minutes a couple of times a week. I started doing that because I'm running out of time with other stuff, but I don't want to get out of shape. And so I'm trying the burpees now. He doesn't jump at all. He doesn't jump. Do it without the jump. Trust me. After 10 burpees, you will feel. Guys, trust me. Bullshit. He's no jump. Yeah, do it. Come on. I want to see you do it. I have tried 100 burpees the other day. I got to 70 before I had to take a small break of like, I think 30 seconds to catch my breath. This is just a video loop. Yeah, this is a video loop. No, he has to stop. Somewhere here. Here, he stops here. It's not a loop. When you continuously do them, you're gonna reach a point where you can't do anything anymore and you have to stop for a couple of seconds. That's where the growth happens. It's not that you do 10, then you take 5 hours break, you do another 10. No, you do them all in one go. AI generated break? True, yeah. Guys, that's my hair in a couple of years, by the way. Yep. Without the jump, I'll try it. Yeah, the point about this exercise is that you do them all in one go, as many as you can, until you run out of breath and you can't do any anymore. And try not to overdo it. You can actually faint. That's how difficult this exercise is. You don't realize it quickly enough, but when you're done with these and you start to sit down, you start your Kreislauf in English to kick up. It's really hard, and you can't faint if you do too much. Nice YouTube channel name, yeah, right, good name, yeah, like it. Are you training to become sidearm? I'm training to become more mentally resilient to push the last part of my game into release. And I need training in my life. I don't know about you guys. How many of you can sit in a chair all day and not do anything? Not walk, not go outside, not do any exercise at all. I just can't. Do deadlifts, they make you want to pass out. Yeah, but they only train some part of the muscles. The burpee almost trains everything in your body. No, going to toilet does not count as exercise, bro. That's not how that works. Let's do 8,000. Level 2. Okay, let's test if this actually works. Cakez, don't sit in the chair. I don't sit in the chair all day. Mine got weird, so I can wheel myself outside as well. Okay, bro. Looks a bit better. What price point will the game be at? I think $10 in early access Gouda cheeseburgers. And then if I get to release the game with 3 biomes completed, it'll be more than 10. 3 biomes, 6 to 8 bosses or something is what I plan. Maybe 10. Enough content for 10 hours plus. Probably will be $15 then. But for the first biome, it'll be 10. Did you say 20? I never said 20. No, I said 15. I was thinking about 15 for early access, but that's too much. Maybe not. Thank you very much for following. No, I think $20 is the price range And to plus is the price range. It's not for TDs. It's not even RimWorld. RimWorld is 30. 20 was, or 20, close to 20 was the pixel art, the animal well. That's what it was. Okay, let's see. I'm kind of scared to start, but let's just test. Does he do the animation? He doesn't do the animation. It's not using the level in creating the enemy. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Level? It's not using it, isn't it? It is. Huh. Oh, it does. So then why is he not using the second ability? The bush monster. This is the only level 2 enemy that I do. The level should be 2. So it adds the poison ball to it. Why is he not using it though? That's odd. Weird. What the hell? XP on kill? It's all 5. Uh-huh. I think you can charge 20 if you animate the water. Okay, okay, bro. Burn calories while I type. That's not how it works. I got fat, bro. I typed a lot. 1 to 2 weeks each session, 30 to 40 minutes is needed for me for my mental health. Yeah, it is crazy how much more resilient mentally you get when you exhaust yourself during exercise. Yes, I noticed that. I've done burpees now like 3 times, and also I started playing soccer again. It does make you, it gives you more energy to do other things, and pushes you to do stuff that you otherwise would not do. And so I see exercise not as a means to get better or like get ripped or lose weight. I see it as training myself to do things I don't want to do. Damn, that's a good time. A decent time, actually. 10 kilometers almost in 1 hour and 10 minutes. Is good, is decent. So why is he not using this ability then? Weird. Because there should be abilities. Update enemy? Let's see. We are not here. We are running. And we try to use an ability here. Let's look at ability. Thorn Burst. It's only Thorn Burst here. Oh. I see. Is the level stored on the enemy? It's not stored. So I forget the level. Oh, actually. Yeah, the enemy does not have a level. Therefore, I forget about it. Do I? Yeah, so enemy, the level is level. Which we don't have, so we need to add that in. Put that here somewhere, doesn't really matter. Good stuff. And then in update enemy, the debug section. This will fix it. When we initialize here. To do. Oh yeah, actually we have it to do here. Cool. If enemy level is greater than 1, then we do init enemy of type. I mean, we could literally take the enemy here. Right? Itself. And then we do enemy.enemy-type-id. And enemy.level. And then otherwise, we just get the level 0 prefab that's already done. Now, what is this complaining about? Enemy type level. Oh wait, this is a reference, right? Takes in a reference. Yeah, okay, cool. So that should work. Sup Cakez, oh my man, welcome bro. I haven't watched your stream in a while because I'm working on a game jam. What's new with the Tangies? Football, not soccer. Yeah, we could call it football. We have a new demo out and I don't know, so far this is the best version of the game that I've made. People really like it so far. I'm very happy about it. It's really awesome to see that people enjoy your game. And now we are preparing to get the game into early access and also register to Steam Next Fest in October so I can get some valuable feedback from you guys there. Yeah, tap 1 if you like the new demo, guys. Let's see, let's gauge some interest. And if you played the game recently as well, right? There's many people who like it, very happy about it. Alright, let's see. We're gonna put this guy here. Here and here. Boom. 2 people? No, it's more. Aha. Yeah, it does. Good stuff. So now he should have the poison ability. There it is. Yes, okay, so this is what I want to show. So, if I were to try to beat this boss, right? And I get unlimited amount of money for a GIF, then I would place a unit here and give it, I guess scratch is good. One page hitter. I haven't played recently, been slacking on the game front. Yeah, you could wait a bit till the game gets much better. That is also a good idea. Because the game is gonna get better over time. Fire is good. Okay, this is where we need some money. I don't want to spend... Yeah, Poison Cloud here doesn't really make much sense. I mean, we could test, right? What does Piercing Arrow look like? What if I... Oh, that was too fast. Okay. What I'm trying to build here is a good defense. This guy's gonna get to that. He's also gonna get this. We can get a longbow here. We can get one more of these for later. Get that. Get that. Reroll. I kind of want to get the leather helmet. Okay, that would be a good bow for a new archer. Which I guess I'll... Okay, wait. We need a healer as well. There you go. You get healing circle too. And then... you'll get a spyglass. Much like this guy. To get more... Oh, we already... Oh, I see. No, the quiver is better for him. Good. Oh, I need a shield, yes. For this guy. He's supposed to look like some good shield guy. And... I guess I'll give this guy a knockback. So he's different. Let's see. What I need to do here is spread out. If I don't... let me try to do 2 healers. I can go a bit away so that the range... Ah! Yeah, that works. So she's now targeting this guy too. That's great. And then I'll get this one on her as well. Wanna do it, make it so that the healers... heal. Ah, she's out of range for him. Maybe I can sell him. And then put him closer so that she's reaching him too. Yeah, perfect. We're gonna have to buy more items on this guy. Let's get that. We need a shield. Shield, please. Nice. Perfect. And then this guy gets a broken shield. Good. Is this already enough? Or do I need another ranged unit that I maybe put here? Let's put split arrow on this guy. Let's save that. And maybe poison as well. Yeah, I'm running out of money now. Quiver. There we go. I'm still looking for a leather helmet. Haven't found one yet. Kinda annoying. Because I know they exist. Am I really that unlucky? I can do a bearer helm. Yeah, that's fine too. That looks great. Don't I have like a low level version of it? Or like a 16 by 16 version of this? I do. Nani? Wait a minute. Assets. I don't have a bearer helm icon. Okay. Heavy bow with block with knockback, minus 90% attack speed, Cakes. That will be a crossbow. What do we have here? 336 by 1264. Good stuff. And then on the game CPP, bearer helm. Icon. There we go. Good stuff. Okay, so now we have the icon in the game, and then it doesn't show up like nothing. Where is the leather helmet, though? I'm already sitting at 400 reroll cost. It's way too much. Come on, man. Where's my helm? You can't be serious. Inventory full. Bro. You can't be serious. Is it that rare? Here, default items. Huh? Or is it not picking this up? I never saw Spyglass. Yeah, now you will. Because it's updated. I updated the game yesterday to also include the... Bro, I'm gonna spend so much money. I'm gonna give me 1 million. Okay? I don't care. Give me the helmet! Ah! I got unlucky. What? It has a weight of 50. It is just as rare as the Iron Sword. And the bearer helm. I saw the bearer helm like 10 times. You can't... Okay, whatever. So, this guy. Okay, cool. Just want them to look cool for the GIF. And let's just test first before we open up the GIF and actually do one. Let's see. Can we even defend against this guy? Is it possible to tank him? I want to tank him. That's the idea. Okay. Looks sustainable to me. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no! I mean, that could be a GIF already. What do you guys think? That could be a GIF already. That looks amazing. Actually. Trash? No, I don't think the gameplay looks trash. Oh my god! I don't know what happened, but he got knocked back like crazy. Showing the respawn is cool. Oh yeah, right. That's a good idea. Fine, we'll do that. No, it will be like, it will only show this part of the map. It will not show everything. So what we're gonna use now, for now, and actually, you know what? Before I do that, Thronefall. I wanna see Thronefall on Steam. They have really big GIFs in their description. Oh, it's zoomed in too. Never mind. I thought they showed the entire screen, but they don't. Okay, so that's fine. No, that's okay then. Yeah, okay. I thought they showed the entire package, but they only show a slice. Good stuff. What is the dimensions of these? How do I know that again? Inspect. It is 622 by 226. Aha. I think my size is fine. What I have here looks good enough. All right, fine. Yeah. Does it change with green skies? I don't know exactly how that is done, but it scales like this, you see. It's like almost perfect. Your size is perfect. Yeah, it's how you use it, man. True. All right, so screen to GIF. What we're gonna do here now is use a cool application that's called Screen to GIF. Recorder. Where is the... No, what happened to the area that I had before, that I had set up, man? Oh no. No. I forgot my size. What was the size again? Damn it. Five centimeters. Fine, we'll do that first. Accept. And now we can change the area. That's the idea. Okay, I need to watch the past stream of mine. That's where it shows up. Let me see here. I think it's from... Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago, right? I'm calculating the size here somewhere. Here. Actually, let's minimize that. No thanks. Let me find that. So when did I do the size? Here. It's 1248 by 800. Okay, 1248 by 800. Good stuff. Okay, so that's the size of the GIFs. Unfortunately... I mean, should I show... I guess I don't want to show UI in the GIFs. Let's see. I'm just gonna record until we find a good part to show. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is make screenshots. We are recording a GIF for the gameplay video. And we're gonna take a part of the video that looks good. Just make a new game. We could even do this. So far it's... does not look too good yet. Oh, he's getting smashed. Oh, God. God damn. I kind of like the one we had before much better. He's able to tank him. That's crazy, though. Oh, he's dead. Where's the boss? What happened to the boss? Where is he? What happened? Did he get knocked back or something? He's there. Huh? Nani? Okay, we're gonna have to do it again. Maybe? Let's keep recording. Knock back to the next level? Yeah. Hello there. Thank you very much for the raid, Dedayo. Good morning. Appreciate the raid, man. Thank you so much for the support and hope you had a good stream, bro. Welcome. Uh-oh. Now he runs past. Oh, he's getting smashed. He's dead. I mean, let's restart though. Let's see if we can make it a bit better. Let's speed up a bit. Should we find like a... Yeah, he gets destroyed here. Shit, that was actually a good start. Let's try that again. Moin moin. Hey, good morning, bro. Hope you had a good stream yourself. Okay, let's see. Maybe we get a good recording now. Yeah, I really like that it's showing the healing, but I want him to die. Please die, man. He's not dying. Come on, die. Yes, perfect. Oh, he gets knocked back too. That's awesome. And then let's make a cut, right? Maybe we do a cut. And then we'll show here that there's stuff coming here. Cool. Okay, I think we got something here. Good stuff. I like it a lot. Yeah, I think we got something. That's a good GIF. Yeah, this is the part of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that I want to add to my game, guys. And this will most likely be the last stage of the game. Of this map, though. That would be the first best you encounter. Cool. Raid boy. Oh, thank you very much for the raid too, Mr. Dev Sponges. Holy, my man. What a raid day. Oh, it's crazy. Hope you have a good day. Oh, currently recording some GIFs for my game. The last GIF for the Steam page. Updating it so we get more marketing, more wishlists, right? Okay, we can get rid of the first part. Who is doing the knockback? This guy here. The defender. With his... with the wind slash. It gives a tiny knockback. Okay, so the first part is not really that entertaining, I think. What do you use to record GIFs? It's called Screen to GIF. It's a really cool application because you can create GIFs like this, man. And they are really efficient too. Where is it? I'm able to create like a GIF with an image and a text inside on... how do I see how big this element is, guys? Inspect? Can I see the size of it? I don't know how big the size of it is, though. Here. Yeah, it looks good. Like, it's a bit cut off here. I need to do a better job there, but... on top of it? When you inspect it... Where? Where? Are you sure? I don't see anything. My guy, hover over and look on top of the GIF in the store page. It's just the pause button. Network tab. Not just Steam powered. This guy's a web dev? Yeah, because you guys are not leading me to the right. You're on top of it. Hey, the cake's on top of it. There's nothing on top of it, bro. Network tab. Yeah, let's do that. Reload page. Oh, God. How do I know which one is which, though? Yeah. I have no idea which one is which here. Put your mouse on the inspect div, then look at the image, Cakez. Put your mouse on the inspect GIF. Eh? Look up? You guys are lying. No, guys. I meant the size in megabytes, not the resolution. When I say size, I mean megabytes. Just click at the source. Click at the source? Love your Cakez, love you as well. Yeah. Right click, open in new tab. Video in new tab. And then what? Inspect.
Don't be afraid of poor marketing and
right click, open video tab, open inspector, network tab, refresh. Thank you.
Nonetheless, the money will come to you.
It's 146 bytes? For this? Holy. That's the icon? No? Oh, it's the icon. Three megabytes. Hey, that's good. 3 megabytes for this? That's the biggest I have. The GIF itself is, I think, 14 megabytes or 13. Okay, anyways, yeah. So we have this now. Let's go a little bit further to the right. This one, it doesn't really look good. So I'm gonna move away from this when we restart. So we're gonna delete all of the previous ones from here. Don't need that. Bye. Okay, so now we are left with 2 minutes of GIF recording. Yeah, you can make fun of me, okay, bro? Just wait. Okay, all I'm doing now is gaining knowledge, okay? At some point I will have outgained you, okay? Let's see. Oh, I started again here. What's your plan pre-next fest now that the demo is out? Are you going to start mailing content creators right now during next fest? I will try to email content creators before next fest, but I'm gonna have to ask people why I should do that and not. So why should I email a content creator for Steam Next Fest instead of emailing content creators for early access? I can email them both times. If they played the game before, they are more likely to play the game again. But why should I do that for Steam Next Fest? Can someone explain that to me? What is the advantage of that? Because I'm not earning any money if they play the game. I'm earning wish lists, which might not convert to money down the line. So what is the incentive to do that? They have time to make videos, Cakez. Do it both. So basically, I email them once for the for EA. Sorry, for Steam Next Fest, and then I email them again for early access because I already have the email list. I don't need to update it, and maybe I already. Well, I know that wishlists are money. True. Doing it before next fest will give you a boost in wishlists equals more next fest boost equals more sales eventually. Maybe. Basically, bigger wishlists on release equals more release on release equals more traffic equals more money. Fine, I'll do it for the next. Okay, we will. Let's see. What do we have here? I like this part a lot. You know, where I really like this part, like from here. Yes. So I really want to showcase this. Then he kills him. And he gets knocked back too. Boom. And then he does that. Boom, and hits him. This is when I want to do a cut after 190. To when? 190. Oh yeah, then I want to show this. So 190 to like 360 or something. Delete that part. Yeah. And then he's attacking again, and I showcase how I'm placing 2 units. I'm giving him items. Boom. And he's doing that again. Like, so this looks good at the top here. Boom. And I think I'm good then. Yeah, so with the healer healing, that should be the last frame. So 460, let's see. Is there more to show? I mean, I could show the upgrade as well. Defender shield orbs, boom, upgraded. Yeah, and then that's like 600. 600 would be the last. Boom. 600. Is there anything after 600 that I would like to keep? Not really. So 600 would be the last frame, I suppose. Let's go to 600. And then the entire duration. Can I see the duration right now? I guess I can't, right? Okay. Like this. Good. And then delete all next. I wonder how long this is. Django, thank you very much for following, man. Appreciate that. All right, let's see. Boom. I feel like there needs to be a cut a little bit earlier. Here. Both. And then we cut at 150 or 160 to 190. We cut that part. 15 seconds. The FPS is bad now in the editor. It's gonna be better later. Yeah, I like that a lot. This is actually the gameplay that I will have in this level, so it's not even lying. This is actually the game. God, I love this. See how easy it becomes when you build a game first and then you try to do content for the game. Good stuff. I love it. It's awesome. So much easier. I don't see the visual cue for knockback. There is no visual cue at the moment, but I'm leaving it in there even though there is no real visual cue, just so that someone that sees this is like, oh, there is knockback in the game. It actually exists. You know? Okay, so what we did now, we have this done. And so now we need to edit this GIF so it looks awesome on the page. It has the border and the watermark on top, the picture and the text. And we can all do that in this application. So the cool part about this application is that you don't need anything else. You just need this and you can make GIFs really fast. So for example, if we want to have a border that makes it look like this is inside of Steam. So for example, here, I'll show you. It looks like this GIF has a border and then the video starts below the border. You see that? This is actually something you can do within this application. All you need to do is select all of the frames in the bottom, and then we can go to image and add a border with this color. I told you that yesterday, red, green, blue. You select this color and that's the Steam color. And then for, shit. I selected the wrong one. Oh no. Is it, wait. Yeah, that's got to be. Now it's green again. It seems to swap these colors for some reason. But yeah, this is the Steam color actually. Wait, which one is it? 26, 38, 56. This color. That is the Steam color. And once you have done that, you need to apply. And it's actually behind me. But there's an apply button here. When you click that, it'll process all of the frames on the bottom left. And then apply that to all of them. That's important. Otherwise, it would only apply this to one frame. And we don't want to repeat this for all of the frames, of course. Does the app also put the header at the bottom? The text, yes. The app will also put text into the image if you tell it to do so. Do you think people who wishlisted the last demo will be disappointed because you changed the game completely, Cakez? Maybe some people will. Yeah, I do get deletions. That happens all the time. But in general, no, I don't think so, because I think the game has gotten better. And a better game is objectively better. There will be some people, of course. Yes. Ah, here. And now we have... Oh, it reset the border. Damn it. So now I have to set it again. Alright, let's scale it properly this time then. Oh, that's gonna be difficult. Wait, let's scale that a bit further down. It's a bit annoying that it reset the position on this. But fine, it's okay. Let's see. Well, that looks good enough. So basically here's the image that we put on top. It's a watermark, and we apply that to all frames too. Now we have the watermark on top. And the last bit of information is the text after it's done applying this on top of all of the frames. I deleted it 3 times or 4 times already because of Cakez. He wanted me to test something. You deleted Rust, Mr. Amida? How much do devs really care about the game size? I would think that 2D games are pretty small in performance, plus storage has made these issues semi-obsolete. I think content creators, journalists and other places would pick playing/writing about a game with 500,000 wishlists over a game with 200. Game size. Do you mean megabytes or what do you mean on YouTube? Isn't there a chance that they will forget it if you message them before the Steam Fest? Why not the same day Steam Fest goes live? Yeah, we'll have to figure out the timing too. I don't know, Bachware. It's a good point. When should we do the email to the content creators? Should that be on the same day as the Fest launches? Should it be before? Difficult to say, because YouTube videos also gain traction over time, and it's not like they play the game now and then they output the video the day they play the game. It's usually a couple of days after, and some people even take weeks. So I think this answers the question. It should be before. When will you make the template? Which template are you talking about? And now the last thing is the caption. I have already designed the font for the caption, so I don't really have to change anything. Oh, great. I selected one image. I have to select all of them again at the bottom. Oops. Well, this time it'll be boss battles. Or fight bosses. Or boss encounters. What should we call this, guys? Boss battles? I have giant battles before. Like the name giant battles. Here it says giant battles. Should I say boss battles after that? Are you using a service? I'm not going to use a service to contact game content creators, no. That'll be too much money to spend on. And you can figure out these people yourself and email them yourself. It's more work, yes, but I think it's better long term. I think about it like this. If I email a content creator today and I give them a key to my game and they like the game and they play the game, the next time I email them again, they are more likely to pick up the game too. So I'm building something not for now, but for the future. Now you could also say that, oh, if I use a service and they contact the content creators for me, that is also something that could be built in, and then I use the same service the next time. But I think it's more personal and better if I do it this way, because I also have an online presence on YouTube and on Twitch. So that would all coincide with, let's say, building connections as well. You could call it networking in a way, which is not something I have done before. But yeah, it could be considered that. What do you guys say? No one said any word. Okay, so I think boss battles. But it's too far down. It needs to be a bit further up. Because if we apply, it's gonna push the font down for some reason. Not sure why. Hello Cakez, I'm a content creator. Give 10 keys please. Yeah. Sure. That's not how that works. I will actually, for those of you who are wondering, I will not give any keys to Steam curators. Not even one key. Because I don't trust a single Steam curator. None of these people has any trust in my opinion. Other than this guy. Recent reviews of Sweet Baby Ink detected. What about chat curators? How does it work? You click generate key just like that. Yeah, on Steam. Here are my keys. And then there are also some keys for the demo version. You can request keys for each of the different applications that you have. It's here somewhere. Request Steam product keys. There we go. You go to the application that you want keys from, and then you can request them. I actually gave one key to Shade11 and it worked. Was very easy. I just gave him the key. It's a text file that contains all of the keys. I gave it to him. He activated it. And now he can play the game even if I deactivate the demo. Cool. We have it done, guys. So we have added the font to all of the images. Now the GIF is done and we can save it as boss battles number 2 because I already have number 1. Save. Every day on Steam, you should find 5 YouTube channels. On stream, you should 5 YouTube channels and get their emails, Cakez. Doing it every day would give you a good list. Fine. And we can start doing it next week. When I'm at home at my parents' house, when I have my mind of things and I know that I will not be interrupted, I'll do the 5 YouTubers per stream thing. Okay? It could be something we do in the beginning of the stream where we talk shit, we yap, we have some fun, and we'll find the first 5 YouTubers and streamers that are most likely to play the game. We keep them in a list, and maybe if you guys follow along, you can copy some of that list for yourself. Why only 5? Because there's a limit for how many emails you can uncover in a day. Like if you go to, like the best example that I have off the top of my head is Jackie Codes. So for example, Jackie Codes, right? You go here. That's a streamer, YouTuber, and then you click on the channel, and actually that's supposed to be 120%. You can click on more, and it'll show you view email address. Clicking this button has diminishing returns, meaning you cannot do this endlessly every day. On day 1, you might be able to do 10. Then on the next day, you might only be able to do 5. Because YouTube will not let you. It's like a protection mechanism on YouTube against spamming. So, yeah, you wouldn't want to get emails over time. That's how you build these lists. That's why you do that. Okay, guys, it's saved, I think. 19 megabytes. Okay, so that's the biggest image we have. This is what we built just now, guys. That's the GIF we have made today. I'm proud of it. Looks good. Maybe it's a bit long. I think this part is a bit too long here. Maybe I should cut this out. When he gets knocked back, that's when we stop. It's fine. Let's keep it like that for now. We could always improve these GIFs. Good. Now we're gonna upload that. These are the 4 GIFs I have on my Steam page. It is long, you're right. Let's watch it again. You know what else is long? Oh, I see. Where could we improve this? Here. So on the knockback. Here on 80. So here. We could delete that. Good. Then we do this. This takes too long. This part is too long too. Place that. Boom. Boom. Here is where I want to do a cut. 176. 176 to... Hmm... 181. 381. 176. Let's just try to get the essence across. Delete that. And then, let's see. Done. Yeah. So this would be the new one. Boom. AoE, knockback. Placing units. Actually, this part needs to be cut out. So 175. $160 to $175 needs to be cut. Yeah, these need to be cut. Let's see. So this would be the new one. Yeah, I like it. That's much better. Okay, let's save that as well as short. Yeah, that is actually a GIF for the Steam page. That makes your Steam page, compared to other Steam pages that don't do this, obviously much better, because the player can already see what the game is about and doesn't have to watch a long tutorial if they don't want to. Sorry, a long trailer. But this is also stuff that should be in the trailer. Okay. Boss battles short. All right. Now the last step would be to upload this, of course, to Steam. So that would be here. The game. Cakez, would you marry a clanker? What is a clanker, bro? What are these questions? What is this guy saying? The G's and the captions are being cut off a little bit on the bottom. Yeah, I know. It is a little bit annoying. Here, so we delete that. Now here we're uploading a new image. Boss battles short. Upload. Hey, Skirp, how you doing, man? What's going on, bro? Welcome, sir. Cool, and now? For now, at least the description of the Steam page is done. The next thing that we need to work on is screenshots. I'll do that off stream. Screenshots are just taking cool shots of the game. And yeah, building more content, screenshots, building more content while also fixing the game. So this is gonna be the demo for now. Very happy. Tired as hell, yeah. Aren't you in Germany too, Mr. Skirp, bro? It's very hot today, bro. Hey, Poseidon on YouTube, how you doing? Clanker is a clown with cans. Tin cans attached to the balls. Trailer? We're not gonna do a trailer today, but I'll show you guys. So question, right? Do you want me to do the trailer on stream or off stream? If I make a new one. Clanker is a slur for AI, is it? How long are you processing, bro? Are you done? It's only 10 megabytes. Are you lying to me? You're gonna say the image is not available, are you? 100% that's what you're gonna say. I already know. Why is that taking so long? Are you going to add more levels for the demo or only these 3? I want to keep... So I'll show you what I want to do to create an incentive for people to play more of my game. You want to see that, guys? Give you an idea. Let's see how big that is. How much space do I have? Oof, 8 by 8. What about 16 by 16? I think that's better. Okay, 16 by 16. Where's the boss? Think this is the walking animation? I still have that, cool. So let's make a new... Huh? Show you what I mean. Maybe you guys can already tell what the idea is. I've talked about it before, but I've played so many demos lately. How many did I do? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 6, 7. Okay, so this is the walking animation, right, guys? Now, what I'm thinking of doing is the following. The least to the right, this one. And then the least one to the left. I think it's this. I can't. The width is 56. Okay. It's gonna stay that way. 67. So, oops, wait. So now that we have this animation, I want to go into edit, or is it sprite, and change the size on the width to, on the height, sorry, to 16. Okay, so what I need to do now is fix those frames. God, that looks bad. Yeah, I thought that would be better. Let's try to not go that crazy, but change the sprite size to 24. That's a bit better. Still wobbling up and down a little bit. But let's say we have that, right? And I'm gonna save that to bush monster map. Walk. There we go. And what is the size of this again? It is 32 by 24. 32 by 24. Where do we put that? I guess close to the map would be nice. Here. Doesn't really matter. Will you add Clanker to the... No. Here we go. And... see, sprite, bush... wait. Bush, monster idle. Here we do bush monster map walk. That here. How many frames is that? 1, 2, 3, 7. It was 7 frames. And then on this here, it'll be 640 by 2752. There we go. And then view map ID. I'll have to find out a better way to do that, but for now, if we are looking at the map, the world map, then I want to draw missions here. I want to draw the bosses to show the player what they are missing out on if they play the demo and don't buy the game. So I want to show a boss on the map. The player defeats the boss. Then they know, oh, I have just done this map. There's a boss next to the map. If I see there are more bosses on this map to uncover, that's an incentive to play or to buy the game, to get into the full version. It's like a preview in a way. So let's just do a const vector to boss position, right? Boss position for now, hard code this. Well, that would be, I don't know, actually difficult to say. 100 by 120 for now. And then we do const sprite boss sprite is get sprite bush monster map walk. So walking. And then we draw UI sprite animated sprite bush monster map walk on the boss position. Then we need a time, we'll get that in a second. A loop duration 1 second and anything else. Okay, fine. Float time. We go. Duration, loop duration, draw data. For now, that's all I need. And then all we need to do here is just do UI, change layer, and put it on top, right? On top of everything but the flags. It should be behind the flags or layer-wise. Difficult to do. Where's the story intervals? Preload all the levels first. Blah, blah, blah. Map left, hash level, challenges. It draws a star here on, what's the layer? 1. So I suppose I only need to do 1. Difficult to say. Let's test. That's all. Save. Obviously the sprite is not added, looks good yet, right? It wobbles, but that's the idea. And then I'll create path points for this so they walk a little bit in different directions. They idle. Like a cool little idle. You guys know idles from MMOs, right? Stuff like that. It's still uploading. Bro, you can't be serious. You done? Hey. Hello. There's got to be a bug. Hey man, hey Cakez. How you doing, bro? Just saw Ion 2. It's not going to be good, 100%. There's no way it's going to be as good as Ion 1. But hey. Yeah, Ion 1 was the best, bro. I loved that game. Guys, it is not uploading the images. Can you please upload this? Yes, upload. Man, we gotta do stuff here. Are those MP4s or GIFs? These are GIFs, we just created them. You can go to YouTube and check how I did it. I used an application called Screen to GIF to make this. What the hell? This is here, this one here. It's a really cool application. Cakez, didn't know you start You start in an ad a long time ago. Yeah, okay, what is this? Sugar Rice Crinkles commercial. Guys, I will get demonetized. Okay, yeah, thank you very much for that. Uh-huh. Guys, why is it not uploading? Come on, I need these images. Come on. Guys, I will not be able to get it done today, I guess. I'll have to wait. It's some stupid Steam problem right now. But hey, so this is what I wanted to show you. Where's the map? Home. Oh, it's here. This is the oh, yeah. It's actually a good size. Oh, wait, it's not zoomed yet. Wait, is... Really? Wait, how does it work? That's the actual position. Wait, wrong missions. That's the actual position. So map top left plus boss position plus map times map scale. That's the const vector 2 bush monster position. I'm gonna hardcode these guys for now. Nice. Now obviously we need to make the enemy scale, right? Or should we keep the scale? Now let's make it scale. There we go. Cool. And now we just need to have a good position. This is not it. So let's try 60 or 50. 200. I'm like that. Careful with over promises and under deliver. You will lose credibility. What do you mean? Like, this is literally just a... Okay. Oh, wait, it's the other way around. So it's 200 here and then 50 down. The Thronefall guy narrated his stream video trailer. Will you do that too? It adds some personality and makes it more interesting. Or do you think this was an exception? Difficult to say. I know about it. It's definitely an idea, right? And it makes it much easier for me to make a good trailer because I don't have to edit as much. Like if we can take a look at that, right? Thronefall, the trailer is just... Oops, this is a screenshot. It has a little bit of zoom in and out. But for the most part, it just shows gameplay and normal cuts. Like every 2 or 3 seconds he cuts away, which is the typical YouTube rule. For those of you who don't know, 2 or 3 seconds cuts keeps the engagement high, no matter what the content of the video is. It's a nice trick to do. And then they slow it down for important stuff that they want to show. But yeah, here's a lot of cuts. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. It'll be so much easier for me to do. And then at the end... It's actually a really cool trailer because it goes to show that you don't have to have crazy, insane animations. Here, just zoom in, full release, simple text, out now. This is the most basic slide I've ever seen in my life. People actually watch trailers with sound? No, most people don't. So you gotta watch the trailer without sound, yes, and your own too. I think that's fine. I think that looks good. Yeah, so this will be the size of the monster and I'll put him here. Just need to have like a better position. So that will be the idea. Let's see, 60, 180. Test that. You watch trailers with sound, but most people don't, man. Don't see, like, you take your own behavior and apply that to other people. That's not how that works. You need to get away from yourself. There are statistics for this stuff. What most people do is this. They get to a Steam page, they click on the trailer, they do this. Then maybe they look at a screenshot, they scroll down a little bit. And then they look at the price. And then they move on. That's the behavior of most people. You can disagree with me, but then you're wrong. Because that's exactly like it's been studied. Because people don't want to spend 10 days finding a game. That's me. Yeah, that's most people. I'm not saying all, but most. Yeah, so anyways. Football, I appreciate the support. Thank you very much for following. And Django as well. Thank you guys. Welcome. And hello, Mr. Jamplay Games on YouTube. Good morning. Hey, Cakez, hope you're doing it. We hope you're doing well too, man. Look up the marketing statistics guy, guys. I don't have time to prove to you that I'm right when I know I'm right. So this is the idea. Now, the thing is, though, the monster is a little bit in front of the mission, right? Is that bad? Difficult to say. Not us, but they also watch with sound later on if they were convinced with what they saw. Yeah, that's true. They sometimes do, yes. And they just spend more time on the trailer. But for the most part, for the first couple of seconds, which is the most important part, is they won't watch with sound and they click through really fast. You have to win the first impression. Yes, exactly. Without having a player to read or hear something. Yes, exactly. Yeah, those people know what they're talking about. Thank you guys. Yeah. Yeah, first 10 seconds, skim through video, screenshots, and gauge what game it is. Yeah, that's what it is. True. True, my friend. Yes, you know. Okay, so I think we got some good stuff done today. I still have to make sure that I get my setup done for Zoe. For my parents' house tomorrow. And also a lot of YouTube stuff. So I think I'll send you over to Janet. Or Rian Art, actually. Rian Art. I think that's his name. Right? Yes. Gonna send you over. And yeah, the streams will be a little short for the first couple of days. For a couple more days, guys. As I'm trying to catch up with all of the stuff I have to do. And when I'm in a good situation, a good position again, then it'll be longer again. Okay, guys. I know that's been a bit short and a bit few streams, but you gotta, at some points in life, you're just gonna have to, you know. And so anyways, I really appreciate the support from all of you. Hope you had fun today. Hope maybe you even learned something. And we're gonna continue. And I'll see you all, hopefully, in a new setup tomorrow at my parents' house. Yeah? You have a good evening, you guys. Eat well, sleep plenty, and make good games, okay? Relax. See you tomorrow. Peace, my brothers. Bye. On YouTube as well. Thank you very much for the incredible support, and